We are.
And 3.
We're live.
Oh, you are live?
Yeah.
So I can go back to bitching. Oh, man.
All right. Yeah, what is going on with this? Before we hit go, I got to get this lineup.
Oh, the Fortress lineup?
Yeah. Is this show the product or snow the product?
I think it is Snow the product.
Is it?
Snow the product. I don't. Yeah, it's totally in there.
You're
Okay.
watching yourself in the screen.
Yep.
Snow the product.
Snow the product.
So, cocaine.
I guess. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never heard of Snow the product.
I'm interested in wet.
I'm interested in to Tippy.
How is that
Valadie.
band name still around?
She is in a swimming pool.
Wet.
Jizz in a swimming pool?
No, she's in a.
I'm
the
sorry?
swimming pool. She's in the swimming pool, man.
Did you say jizz in the swimming pool?
That's what I thought I heard.
Yeah.
What kind of game is this?
Jizz in a swimming
I'm
pool.
getting so excited about things.
The jizz in the swimming pool? Oh, this rock show or the jizz in the swimming pool?
Jizz in the swimming pool.
Or the podcast?
Yes.
What do you say?
Wet.
Jeffrey Lord sends his love
The Free Nationals.
right now.
Jeff.
Thanks.
Jeffrey sends his love. All right, we ready for this? Y'all want to hit go?
Kiro
Y'all
Bonito.
got anything else y'all need to do real quick? Everybody got their last will and testament signed?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Snow the product.
So cocaine.
Yeah, I think
thought we
so.
determined that already, Matt.
Yeah. Her name is cocaine.
Gotcha.
She couldn't use cocaine.
Because it's been taken, I guess.
Yeah. So
She could have been wet if she got on got to the name quicker.
well, they looked kind of the same age, so I guess they fought over it. Which one's wet?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. You ready?
Thanks.
Who's Prism, by the way? Whoa.
Aren't they from
We
here?
should try to interview them. Are they?
I think
And
so.
we are going to interview them. Hey, Prism.
All right, let's start this shit up.
Back to my shit.
Stupid.
That's the thing.
Okay, fine. It'll be a three-way.
This episode of the
Last Kicker.
is brought to you by
Geist Note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Introducing 3-time winners of the Fort Worth Weekly
I
Best
just killed
Podcast Ever in Life. Host of the most successful and longest running podcast for over
Even though they
32
used
years
to.
and thousands of shows. Both with sexy foreign accents so thick, the Bedfiles had to hire translators for this episode. 12-time Academy Award nominees. Credited for pioneering night fights, whispering, and reinventing gift giving by sending a biohazard of a gift to the Ned Files. Speaking of the Ned Files, both were rabid fans of the Ned Files until that Nedgate thing. But now they're even bigger fans of the Bedfiles. Your 2020 candidates for mayor of Watauga and our future presidents. Yes, they'll share the title. Credited for both killing rock and roll when ending their greatness in the band I Was Once Eaten. But then also credited for reviving rock and roll by gracing the world with their new musical project, Drag the Ocean. Hailed as the two most responsible for keeping the Dallas Cowboys relevant by photographing their cheerleaders, even the male ones. Well, Dustin photographs, and Stubbs just looks at the photos alone, but you know what I mean! He's Dustin, and he's Stubbs, and together they are the Jerry Jonestown Massacre!
These cards ain't lifting, ain't got no spoon. Well, I tried to dig it, but the earth fills it too soon, and now we're down and in between. She hung like butter, and it's the best I ever seen. I'm gonna fade away.
Show number 353. It is some fucking Tuesday in the middle of January 21st, 2020.
Yeah.
I'm really prepared this week, let me tell you. I'm still completely messed up. Happy Tuesday, Matt.
Happy Monday.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I think this is the first show this year we've done on the correct day, right?
Maybe.
So far.
I didn't even know if we were doing a show today. I was like, we got
You
the
did
week
ask.
off, right? We're going to put the the California stuff on. No, we got a band.
Yeah, you totally forgot
Got
about
to
that.
come over. Yeah,
And we do. We have a
good band.
room full of handsome hunks in here.
We've been trying to get these guys in for a while.
Yes, for a long while.
For some levens.
Could be Fort Worth's most handsome band.
Could be.
Like more than Dead Vinyl.
Yeah. Because who was Dallas's most handsome
More-
band? Was that Redefined?
Then the Royal Sons.
They're kind of... Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, this one's you can't deny this one. More than Henry the No Grays and the Hares Archer.
Maybe.
He's a good-looking dude, guys.
Maybe. I don't know.
You guys are pretty hot then.
I wouldn't
Yes.
collectively.
We have Bruce Magnus, finally, in the temple.
They're saying Bruce, y'all. They're not booing you. They're not booing you. They're saying Bruce.
saying booer.
You guys live like a mile away, right?
Yeah, it's very
And
easy to
it's
get
taken
here.
For freaking ever.
I think it took us 25 minutes to get here because of all the angles you have to go through. And
Lots
then
of
It is weird. There is no straight line between us.
There's absolutely not.
What? Do
Yeah.
y'all all live in the same house?
3 of us,
And
and then Milo, I don't know.
teleported in a couple times.
You're the one that broke free?
Well, we're talking about getting bunk beds for him.
I don't really want to share my room, guys.
well, that's cool.
I meant with Sam.
Y'all can get as fucked up as y'all
No
want
bunk
to
bed,
tonight
yeah.
then. Because you're
Yeah.
just walking down the street.
I think his bed is
Just
too
roll
high to have something
the
above
street.
the bed. So
If y'all get bunk beds, make sure you got to get those Nikes like the Heaven's Gate cult wore,
Yes.
and you have to sleep with them on every night.
Same color.
And-
They were bright white, weren't they? Or were they
Oh, I thought they were
lavender?
black with white stripes.
Oh,
Am I
shit.
wrong?
We're gonna
But
figure this out
anyway-
before we start our cult.
Anyway, and you'd have to do it. You'd have to do that, and you would have to take a picture of your feet, like on Instagram. Put them on Instagram and Facebook, so all your fans could keep up with y'all. Be like, okay, they're safely tucked in bed. We shall too.
Yes.
that sounds like too many steps, Matt.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
We're not gonna waste our time with that. Thanks for it.
I just thought it was a good idea for marketing.
I thought it was a great idea.
Maybe we'll do
I
it.
was there with you.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that. Post
But,
our feet every
it
night.
ours wouldn't be as funny though because it would only be 2 sets of feet.
Yeah.
Theirs would be
4 sets of feet.
A total of 8.
a total of 8 feet.
Here's what you do: is you just take a bunch the first night
Yes, that's what I was
and
saying.
you get it all out of the way.
Yeah, see?
Just
And
fill
then
up
you
a
just
photo album
post.
in your
Yeah.
phone.
And then by the time you get to the last one, if you say you have 20 of them or something like that,
Then
by
you
the
just
time you get to
recycle
20, you
them
just
'cause no one's gonna
recycle.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, because no
Turn the
one
light
remember.
on, turn the light off, do some different things.
Cross
just
your feet.
move
very-
the feet different directions.
Yeah.
and then
Filters, yeah.
Yeah.
filters, and you're all good.
We're modern day Trent Reznors in here. Marketing geniuses. Thinking of
Okay,
stuff. New
marketing
stuff.
genius. I'll go with that.
Yeah. Oh, not Trent Reznor?
Well, you're the Trent Reznor of Watauga.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
You were.
I guess I need to move
self-appointed.
back to
Hell of a
Watauga.
title. Hell of a
So I
Why
can
wasn't
be-
that in the intro?
What?
There was you wanted to be the mayor of Watauga, but not the Trent Reznor of Watauga. You were. I think your Wikipedia says you're a cross between the Howard Stern and Trent Reznor of Watauga.
Something like that.
I think
Or or the fraudulent mayor of Watauga that actually lives in Las Colinas that wants to move back
Yeah,
but doesn't really want to move back.
because you don't want to get caught up in all
Actually
that.
thinks about
street.
throwing himself off a like a overpass on his way here.
What?
Guys, it's gonna be that kind of night. Hope y'all are ready. Well, before we dive into too much off the topic bullshit right here at the beginning of the show, let's go around the horn, introduce the
Still
voice
got to try to get the show notes up.
to the name, and we'll start, as always, from radio right to left.
My name is Aaron Richter. Wait, what else was I supposed to say? Because I totally missed what else he was saying.
Your,
I got
all
worried
your
that I was
info.
going to actually have to talk into this microphone.
I need your social security number, your date of birth. Your
1,
mother's maiden
2,
name.
3, 5, 4, 7.
Your
7,
password?
7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Password.
All right, well.
All right. And moving on.
Camilo Grisales.
There you go.
I'm Billy.
Hello, Billy.
Hey, Billy.
I'm
Bill.
Samuel Fatziger.
Samuel. Good to be with
Well,
you.
howdy, guys.
be here.
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome to our our abode.
Our bitch fest.
Yes. So, the royal family. No, we're not going to.
Why not?
Some exit.
I don't want to.
I wanted to talk about it, man.
Let's knock out a few things off the top of the show here. Speaking of what we did last week,
Okay.
we went out to California.
Hmm.
I'm thinking we might do a big show on it next week. Maybe we'll get some of our NAM brethren in here. But one thing I wanted to ask you, because we haven't talked about this at all, really.
Mm-hmm.
How was your experience out there being a first-time NAMBler?
It was fun. I loved it. I had a blast. Just like every time I go to California, it's like I bitch about the state all the time because fucking California fucked everything up. And since everyone else says it, I start believing it. But
Well,
then
that's
I
what the news makes you want to believe.
yeah, but every time I go there, I have a fucking awesome time. I want to stay there. And that's the same exact thing that happened this time. We had a blast.
You remember a
Was
lot
all-
of it?
Uh-oh. Yeah, I remember a lot of it, I think. I mean, the thing that's cool about California is sometimes it seems like my drinking habits don't go through like I taper down on drinking so much.
You drank a 12-pack at the Ned Files
I know.
while
It
eating
was-
edibles and
Sir, I know.
hitting like 3 or 4 bats.
It's vacation.
Going out with Hugh, man.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
over and over.
Yeah, my drinking seems to curtail a little bit.
Well, I mean, we had those. I mean, there was a few slip-ups here and there, but
You were only there for 3 days.
is this the intervention show? We're like, okay, we've got video proof of you
We were there
having
for
a
4
drinking
days.
problem.
We were there
Yeah.
for 4 days. Yes.
What'd you think? Did you have fun with me going?
Yeah, I had fun. This crew this year was a lot of fun.
Are you about to tell me? Well, the guys, we decided the Wolfpack, California Wolfpack, you're done here.
No, I think
gonna let you go.
Didn't everybody already ask you? You going next year?
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Matt
You and
did. and
Michael and stuff.
I am looking forward to it already.
Matt Thompson and I were talking about. That was the one thing I had to do all weekend was call y'all by y'all's last names, and that bothered me. That's the only thing I hated about this trip.
Why?
Having 2 Matts there, had to call y'all by y'all's last names like I'm some officer in the army, some shit.
It's funny though when we're all standing in line,
Stop!
someone's like, Matt
Thompson.
because we're both kind of in our own worlds at times. So you'd get both of us looking around the universe like, who called me?
What? Huh? We've already started discussing next year, so
Yeah, we're gonna stay on the beach,
maybe we'll see.
just in a tent.
Maybe. I want to go out. I should. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about that right now.
Yeah.
But we did do the bed files, and they released the episode this morning. And out of all the podcasts I've ever been on, or radio, or whatever,
This is the one you
TV, whatever, the one thing I've been the most nervous about was this show that was released today because I don't remember a lot of it.
I know you
I
don't.
mean,
You started breathing heavy on the way home.
I think the second episode is where I lost.
You just kind of
I lost.
melted into your chair and then
I forgot what the English language was, and I'm afraid of how it's going to sound.
Do you remember when we were on our way home? You kept going,
Well, because I felt like I was going to throw up.
yeah. Your
Yeah.
stomach got upset. It's
My
probably
stomach
because we
got
ate
upset.
7,000 enchiladas.
It could be, or it could be all the gummies and sugar. I don't know. But yeah, I got kind of sick.
Could have been a
but
lot of things.
Episode 1, we did 2 episodes with those guys. It was great. Fantastic hosts. It was
And
so
then
good to sit down with them and hang out.
The first one was great.
I think the second one's pretty good, except for you mumbling on, rambling in the background about wars in the 1800s and
What?
how it affected the U.S. economy. You don't remember this?
That's even better.
Like you're just rambling in the background, like we're trying to have a conversation. Just like, and then it came down the river, and that boat came down the river, and they got mad, and they just started killing all the Indians, and so. And you're like, what?
I don't remember doing that.
Maybe I just made that up. I don't know. No, you were mumbling something, and I just kept sitting there going, "What is going on?"
And you thought it was about the War of 1812?
You were talking about some crazy shit, and I was like, "What is going on?" So the second episode's going to be fun. Next week, I feel sorry for Eric having to edit all that up. Felt really bad.
Wow, you make it sound like I'm about to be under a bridge.
think we both are. And then, so
I don't know, man. This is the War of 1812. It's like that guy you see that's just like having an argument with no one at Burger King.
This guy.
Is that where I'm headed?
maybe. If you don't watch your ways.
I thought California was being good to me.
California was being good to you. So, and then, so much love to Becky, Danny, and Eric. We had a blast. Thank
Yeah,
you,
it was awesome.
for everything. And then, Nam, any highlights from the actual convention
Me?
center? Do you remember being in the convention center?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I was following Courtney Cox around. I have a new crush.
I do too.
Whoo.
Not the actress. The
no,
guitarist.
no, yeah, not the actress, the guitarist. Oh my.
Way hotter than the actress.
And she knows Matt. When they talk together, I'd be like,
Hey, we're from the hill.
I ate an edible like 2 hours ago. And
You know-
you're pretty.
You know, her and
You're pretty today.
her and Nita Strauss used to be in a band together.
I know.
That's freaking evil. And Nita was there walking around,
Yeah.
and
She has a full. Courtney Cox has a full-on stalker now because I immediately, when I first saw her, was like, Instagram.
What are you
Facebook?
doing here
Twitter?
then? Go stalk her.
yeah.
Well, she's got this. She's got security and stuff. I got to figure out my game plan first
So I found out
before I
when
put it together.
So we went to Dime Bash on a Thursday night, and that went very well. You got hooked up with your old buddies. We saw our old buddies.
What was the 3 most memorable things on the trip? Because you just mentioned 2.
First one, okay, so first memorable one. The first thing that blew my mind was going to Dime Bash, walking into the observatory that is packed. It's way overbooked.
This
There's
is
well
probably
over
going to be the
1,000
same
people
thing
there.
that I'm going to say.
And I walk in, and I'm hearing the songs that I've heard for 15 years.
Yeah.
Out of 2 dudes,
And
we
we
both
used to hear in
have
a
known
place called
forever.
Broncos.
Used to hear in Broncos and Hearst as Whiskey Dick is on
Jamming.
stage playing, just ripping it up, and then standing there amongst the crowd in a foreign locale and watching them all like get
Fucking
into
yeah,
it
I know.
and like enjoy it.
And the
I'm
crowd
like,
freak out.
this is weird for me.
It is weird because we used to watch
I just
this.
want the triple dip nacho thing from Broncos.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
I can't get it here.
yeah. And the thing is cool that Whiskey Dick did. They weren't doing all a bunch of new shit. They were doing their old stuff that they
Old
used to do
shit.
because they wrote so much stuff about Pantera.
Mhm.
So that was wild.
That was really
that's
wild.
the
It
first
was
place
really
we.
cool.
That was
Like,
the.
I was like,
I don't know why I'm yell talking now, but
You should. You should
that
always
was
yell
the
talk.
that was the first place that we walked into for the whole experience. Well, I guess the dispensary was the first place, and then we had to go to Target because I had to get sunglasses, so I didn't.
The
look like a
first
perv.
place that had
But
musical
the
significance.
First, the first place that had musical significance to the whole trip. We walk in and our old childhood friends are fucking jamming, like in front of all these people and sounding good.
Sounding good.
Yeah,
And then everybody that's walking through that crowd, you know, the LA music scene, when you're hanging out at a bar or venue, is not like the Fort Worth music scene where, oh, look, there's Joe Tachyon, there's Marlon. No, it's more like, oh, look, there's Dave Grohl, and there's Sebastian Bach, and
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
Lita
Mugs.
Ford. And
How about
there's-
us eating barbecue in front of Mugs from Cypress Hill?
Yeah.
Turning around,
just
where
hanging out.
I'm
He's looking at
stuffing my
you.
face with
Barbecue. Sin Dog.
Yeah, Sin Dog.
Yeah.
What did I say?
I don't know. Yeah. Sin Dog from Cypress Hill.
Yeah,
And he's just standing there. And then Prong
yeah.
played a set
And then
or played a few songs. I was like, what the
so
hell?
that was mind blowing thing number one.
Watching Lita Ford eat ribs.
Yeah, that was mind blowing.
That was pretty mind blowing. Oh, and the nicest dude in the world, the big giant, I can't remember his name, the singer of Sepultura.
Yeah. So number
Now
2
singer.
for me was also seeing our buddy jamming fucking Pantera, not only doing Pantera, but then doing Megadeth and sounding better than any other group of musicians that got up there.
Yeah.
How badass was that? They did New Level?
They did New Level, and
Dude.
then they did Hello Meat the Real Meat.
Yeah.
Ba-da-da.
Yeah.
What's the name of that song?
Sweaty
Sweating
Bullets.
Bullets.
Yeah.
That's right.
Blum,
And
blum,
Ruled.
blum, blum, blum. Yeah.
Fucking killed it.
Yeah. And I was like, well, there's our buddy that's playing drums Had a he had a Do For It record shirt on it, didn't he?
Thanks.
Or he had the Route 60,
The Dead
666
Horse shirt.
Yeah, Dead Horse. I'm like, dude, well, that's the
Mate,
buddy I'm staying with.
Yeah. Up there just ripping it
And
with a
then,
bunch of badasses.
so those are the two top, those are 1 and 2.
I need to make a note here. The dreadlocked bass player that I've been looking to figure out who she was,
Yeah.
and I was too scared to go up and talk to her at the after party or at the barbecue party,
Yeah.
is Tanya O'Coullahan. She is from Ireland.
Okay.
Okay, so just put that down.
Is that
So
who
look-
you're stalking now?
Yeah.
So you got her, I got Courtney?
Yeah.
All right.
Or we'll exchange.
Whoa.
Or we'll
It's
just
just got a lot more interesting. here.
yeah. We'll swap.
Oh, I thought
So-
I thought you meant like
No, we were trying to figure out her name because she was a badass. Oh, yeah.
so. Yeah, dude. Then after all that, this is the first night you almost get pushed over by Dave Grohl.
Yeah. My first interaction with Dave that night was
He almost
Getting-
pushed you.
almost pushed.
That was
me
my
over.
first interaction with him ever.
Yeah.
Was him getting frustrated because we were in his way to get barbecue going because he was concerned more about the barbecue than the show.
Then he just tapped me on the chest, turned back,
Like,
and
look out, man.
grinned.
Was
Kept
like,
walking.
Damn,
It's like shit.
fucking Dave Grohl almost knocked Dustin down. I kind of wish he did.
That would have been awesome. I could have sued him.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
we'd own that barbecue place,
I
and it'd
don't
be the
fucking-
real Stubbs.
It'd be the Foo Fighters brought to you by Dustin Schneider.
Yeah.
That's what it would have been.
And I would have the Stubbs barbecue brought to you by the real Stubbs, not a Stubblefield.
Yeah, that's not right. And then my other things that stood out was the I don't know. The show was the show.
Yeah.
I barely missed running into Fieldy. I would have loved
The
to have had that
enchiladas.
picture. The enchiladas was great. Well, the Ned Files thing stood on its own. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, we don't even get greeted
too-
like that in homes of friends here.
No one
Or
around here
anywhere.
respects us.
They're the only
anymore.
ones that do that for us. Roll out the red carpet and give
We
us
need
a
to go
plate
other
of
places besides.
big old thing of enchiladas.
I need to go to other places besides here.
No. Well, I'm thinking
Be
I'm
treated
thinking
nice.
about going up to New York in April. If you want to go with me there, we need
Oh,
to
you'll
find
be
out.
murdered there.
I'm sure I will, but do you need to see if Tim and Whitney want to go on another trip soon,
So they can just leave us the apartment?
like they did you and Jeremy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have been involved in that trip, but
No, I was in a relationship that was like sucked the blood out of my soul.
So she's an avid listener.
no, she never
No,
listened.
no,
But
no.
she's awesome, actually. But
And then
she sucks your soul.
we had the ultimate jam night, the final night. And we got to see Tiffany
Yeah,
sing metal.
yeah,
That was interesting.
yeah.
And we got to see George Lynch things up. There was a whole bunch of people there. Dave Lombardo.
Yeah, but I'm still offended.
Yeah.
Yeah, show got cut short.
Show got cut short. We just won't get into that.
Well, I was
There are a ton
offended
of
because
shit.
my buddy didn't get to play,
Yeah.
and like he said, he avoided things all day long for this,
For
for
that
nothing.
show.
for
But
this
no.
show. But no,
I'm still looking for a list of all that's on that show. Maybe we'll talk about it if people come over next week.
yeah, but that was cool.
But California was fun.
California. If you need to learn how to party,
California knows how to party. Just dumb. Two other programming notes. The night before I left, I went over and sat with Matthew Broyles on his barbershop show. There was a nice little round table. I actually had to be serious for an hour. It was extremely difficult talking about local music and being serious. So you can go check that out on our buddy Jeff Lord's feed, the Funky Town podcast. He puts the barbershop up on his feed now.
did y'all do a quartet like a
No. I was waiting for it. I was all prepared.
Podcast.
I spent 45 minutes.
Podcast.
45 minutes before the show, I was warming my pipes up. And we never got to do a barbecue
That's the whole
quartet.
reason you showed
I was
up.
like, I
right?
thought
Dude,
we
I
were-
thought we were gonna do some acapella.
Yeah, some of these swing time songs. I thought we were going to go through them. Let's
you
go.
had like that peppermint, Mr. Peppermint hat or whatever.
I
It was
dressed
like all-
up. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got all dressed up.
that sucks.
And then I guess it's pretty obvious by now, we had a show take over our feed last week as Susie and Ivy started Fort Worth Famous. Did you listen to it?
Man, I kept trying to.
You couldn't get past yourself in the intro. You're like,
Yeah,
man,
I
that
was like-
voiceover is amazing. I'm
Just
gonna
looped
rewind
it
it.
the whole way to Anaheim.
It's like
Just kept looping
keep
it.
listening
Gotta
to
keep
this.
listening to
I
this
gotta keep
intro.
listening
It's
to
the
this. It's
greatest
freaking
intro
amazing.
ever.
It's great. So yeah, that pretty much sums up our week shortly. We'll get into it more. I
Yeah,
think
I'm gonna
next
listen
week.
to it though. I need to.
You need to listen to their show. You need to listen to this. Did you listen to this Ned Files they put out today?
I haven't.
Or
I
Bed
haven't
Files?
listened to anything, man. I've been just sitting in my car with silence.
With a hose ran out of the exhaust pipe.
I think my ears just needed a break, so I'm just driving around with in complete silence.
So, were you riding with us after the Ultimate Jam?
Yeah.
In the car with us?
I think
Were you
I
in
was,
our
wasn't I?
Uber?
I thought
or
I
were
was.
you not?
I can't remember. I mean, I was in someone's Uber.
Were you in there with Thompson?
I can't remember. I think so.
And the Uber driver's like, "You want me to put on any music?"
Oh
you want
yeah,
me
he's
to
like,
do?"
no music at all,
no
please.
music. And I was like, "Yes, we just sat through 9 hours of
yeah,
of audio anthrax."
yeah. I'm still there.
Yeah.
I'm still got that. I'm like, I don't want to hear anything. Although I was lying. I have listened to some music since I got back, and because there was a couple of those prog bands that I wanted to check out that Dave turned me on to, and then that led me down the Courtney Cox. I wanted to hear her some, and then that led me down to Iron Maiden again. Which, if you go to Iron Maiden on Spotify or Pandora, you're stuck for a while. It's one of those bands that, oh, I like this. Oh, and then also I like this. Oh, wait, you know what? This song reminds me of this. And you'll be listening to Iron Maiden for me. This will last for another 24 hours at least. I'll be obsessing on Iron Maiden.
I could have punched their drummer in the face. He was standing that close to me.
Yeah.
I could have. Well, there are a lot of people standing that close, but
What's another band that's
Could've
like
punched him
I
in the
do that with
face,
Mastodon
'cause I thought about
sometimes. I do it with
Punch him in the
Dillinger
face.
sometimes. No,
you want to punch him in the face?
Punch him in the face.
no, but do the obsession that lasts like the short-winded, like 24-hour obsession where that's all you listen to. You're like, okay, I gotta listen to this.
I did that with Kiss a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And then you get to listening to a lot of their discography and you realize they got like 5 great songs and you just want to listen to those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that
that's
does
the
happen.
thing about that I like about Spotify is if that's the case, then you just go to Kiss Radio
Mm-hmm.
and it'll play, or not Kiss Radio. This is Kiss, and then what they'll do is they'll play those the big tunes, the
Now,
radio tunes and stuff.
Are we talking about guilty pleasures?
No, just
Like, 'cause,
period.
you know, I'll throw on some Bon Jovi
it's
every
not
once in
something
a while
that
and-
it's not
for
something that
24
I'd
hours.
ever plan. Like I don't plan today. I'm gonna
Jam some
listen to
Boston
today. I'm gonna listen to Sleep all day. I don't plan that, but every once
because
in a while,
that's what you want to be doing.
or no, it could be what type of. That's what I'm asking. What other bands are like that? That are just oh shit. I'm gonna listen to every single. I'm gonna be stuck on this for like a week.
Oh, a week. Yeah, there's bands I do that too.
It's usually the older bands though that I do it with, that I've listened to before, and gone a
Queens.
really long time without listening to any of it at all, and then. Like Mastodon, I'll freaking go a really long time without listening to Mastodon, and then every once in a while I'll have to listen to Blood Mountain because that's one of my favorite rock and metal albums ever. And so, and then when I do that, then I'm like, it'll accidentally either play Blood and Thunder or something like that. Then oh man, I got to listen to Relapse, or what's the one your favorite? Crack the Sky. Yeah. And then it just turns into this fucking snowballs into all this like plethora of Mastodon for 48 hours. And then I'll move on. I'll come back with something stupid like fucking like Travis Scott, like hip hop or something. or fucking like Rick Ross. And those will be little short
That'll
spurts.
pull you out of your Mastodon hole.
Yeah, because I'll just
Is
forget.
Rick Ross.
I don't know how, man. It's just weird the way my brain works. And then it's like I'll just all of a sudden pull the e-brake and fucking obsess on Rick Ross.
Go nuts.
Yeah, coming in. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. And then there I go.
And that's it.
That's kind of how my music listening goes. Unless we're doing a cover set, and then of course, if we're doing a cover set, that stops everything down, and all I get to listen to is Korn.
You know what really fucks
That's all I
up?
get to listen to.
All these people at the end of the year, they post their like Spotify. This is my year of what I've listened to, and blah blah blah. And
Corn
Halloween shows
and
fuck it up
Yeah,
because the year before it was Deftones was the
Yeah.
longest, and then the this year
and you
was,
had two.
was Corn and System of a Down. I'm like, this really does look bad.
Yeah.
Like your favorite band this year was Corn.
That's another one that I do it with is System of a Down. But the thing about System of a Down, they don't have that many albums. So my fucking obsession on 'em, it only lasts like 6 hours, and then I'm done.
But they had like 6 albums.
They're just really it's real short music, like real short songs and stuff.
That's fine.
And one of them's a I think the sixth one was the live one or some shit. Didn't they do a live one? I think they did a live one. Pretty sure, or they put one up on Spotify.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well,
yeah.
anything else you want to hit in California before we?
No. I mean, I think we covered
Do you
it.
want to review weed?
like what we did, like the types and
Like
stuff.
what you had?
I don't remember what I had. Do you?
No.
No, I will review the dispensary though. The People's Dispensary is very nice. It's like a
Super nice.
like a Starbucks of marijuana.
And an apple butt.
Yeah. What?
Apple
What?
butt.
I'm sorry,
An
apple
Apple
butt?
store.
It's an apple butt.
An Apple store. That's what I said.
What's an
Starbucks
apple butt?
store. I don't know.
I've heard
Let's
of
go
a
on
pe-
Applebee's.
I've heard of a peach.
Let's go to Applebee's and have some drinks.
We totally could wave this whole show off right
Y'all
now.
wanna
and
go to Applebee's?
Applebee's is literally like half a mile that way.
Yes.
Still got dollar PBRs.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
$1 PBRs, $1.25 shots.
We need to work it out to where you start doing shows up there on Tuesday. The mobile rig. You mind if we do our podcast from up here?
The problem is that'll have to be once we're professionals and I cannot have to work the next day because
After 353 shows, we put in our 10,000 hours. Right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, I'm talking.
Or
I'm
maybe it's
talking about when we get
700
paid.
hours so far.
Like once we get paid, once we make some money, then I can do it.
No.
Because I don't make much money as it is.
Yeah.
So it's not going to take a
How are you gonna live in
fucking
California?
crazy successful like podcast to get me to not work. Like we're talking, all right, so $300 every 6 weeks, and then then I could file unemployment. Like it's gonna be real easy to do.
You've already thought about this.
Yeah, I have.
$300 over 6 weeks?
I
He's
might
gonna
have,
file
that might be a
unemployment.
little grandiose, but
Yeah. Okay. Then you get the
What a
unemployment.
term to use
for a year and a half.
$10.
yeah,
Grandiose.
Grandiose.
that's the funny part.
Grandioso.
My $60 a day. But anyway, we should totally do that.
We should.
Go to Applebee's.
Yeah, like
Let's go.
now.
Now. Let's go. Let's go.
Man, Dude, you could get I feel like I should be paid by Applebee's at this point.
You need to reach out to them.
You're talking about
Tweet 'em.
a 3-course meal, 2 of those, and an appetizer for fucking $20. Then you add on.
You go there to eat? I'm sorry, I
Fuck.
was too close to the mic.
Every
You go
once
there
in a
to
while,
eat?
yeah, it's too many PBRs.
Hell.
They're $1, and the food's not horrid.
Yeah, because they just busted out of a
Drinking a
microwavable
PBR is
Swanson.
I mean, I guess
know.
after
Dish.
dollar beers and
Those
$1.25,
dollar
it doesn't matter,
PBRs,
so.
man. And you know my dad? Okay, so my dad was in the food service industry, and he was like, if you want to know about how clean the restaurant is that you're visiting, you go to the bathroom. And if the bathroom's spotless, then you know you're eating at a really clean restaurant. He goes, if this bathroom looks like shit, he's like, walk away. Don't take a date to that place. And so far, that theory tests pretty true.
And
Because
how's the
my-
bathroom at that Applebee's?
Meh.
What was this before or after he killed your pet dog on Christmas Day? All right, so over to
I want-
Bruce Magnus.
Wait, one more thing before you go to Bruce Magnus.
We need a few more PBRs.
All right.
Are you still
About the
talking
dollar
about
PBRs.
Applebee's?
Okay. So you also get $1.25 Jello shots, and these Jello shots are not like just some stupid crap. It's stupid crap, but it's like they're putting liquor in it because they make
It's like sugar and alcohol?
Yeah, but it's not
And
like
water?
some premixed shit. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure that these are fucking real deal, like rum
Well, they
shots.
bring them
and
in the
stuff.
big things, the big
Yeah.
Jello shot containers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they do them right.
Thanks.
the man, yeah, that was something that I
Where are
wanted
we
to talk
going?
about.
Okay.
I forgot what it was.
Wait,
But
I
it
got
was something
kicked out of an Applebee's once.
You did?
I did.
Damn.
Only once.
That's
Are you
that's
allowed to
hard.
go back?
Only once.
That's like getting kicked out of a Walmart.
Oh, I'm sure that one they'd let me back, and they probably don't remember this a couple of years
Which
ago.
one was it then?
It was the one up in Denton by that Brookshires.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's I met a buddy up there, and
Still there.
we were gonna watch the Winter Olympics and drink the $1 PBRs, and got very enthusiastic about the women's final curling, and $12 PBRs later, they were like, "You guys are done." It's like, yeah,
Oh, really?
It had only been like 25 minutes.
Oh yeah, this guy was sitting across the bar and he was drinking red wine at an Applebee's and he was making fun of us. He's like, "Are you guys actually into this curling going on?" Because I mean, it seems like a silly sport. I mean, I don't think it's a silly sport.
Curling's
But
fucking
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, no,
I love curling,
like,
dude.
Curling
yeah,
is
we were
great.
getting really into
Those
it.
guys fuck.
Yeah,
The curling dudes.
well,
and the women.
I'm sure they do, but you know, it's.
That's when you just crack a
good on
bottle
them.
over the bar and go, "What's
see,
with it, dude? Let's
That's
go."
the thing, dude. Last time I was there,
Well, that would have
That's why
got
you
us
can't
kicked
come
out
back.
after 6 PBRs.
so
man.
this one's a little bit more lax because it's Watauga, North Richland Hills, and Haltom City. So they're not. Denton, I thought, was laid back too, but I've heard of people getting cut off there. This one up here, though,
Oh, they'll let you
last
get
time I was there,
hammered.
dude,
Like-
I asked the guy, I was like, "Hey, man, this poor kid, he's like, I mean, $1 PBRs, he's just walking brr, 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 and he's doing this." And I'm sure the people that were hanging out that night were not the best tippers at all. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell that they're just fucking, $1 PBRs.
Yes, you can.
So I asked the kid, I was like, "Dude, how about that dude and that dude just lift me up and I do a keg stand kind of off the tap handle, like, and just give you fucking $50 because you're gonna make money. $1 PBRs, it's a different way, but if they hold me up, I'm not gonna do a keg stand that's fucking equal to 50 pints.
Did he say
You know what I
yes?
mean? Huh?" He's like, "No, man, I can't do that. I'll probably get fired." And I was like, "All right, I'm just saying." Can you imagine that if there's a picture, like someone took
Some family comes walking
I'm
in
doing
and they just look over and a guy's
Stubs.
upside down sucking on a
Sucking
tap.
on a tap.
Chug.
Yeah, with the whole bar.
Wondering why
like,
he's
behind
upside
it.
down to begin with because the water just pours down or the
But
beer just pours down.
As
give
far
a
as your
thumbs up
profit,
and welcome to the
as far as your
neighborhood.
profit margins go, like think about that. If they offered that though, they would make so much money. They'd be like, "Yeah, like you can go to an
$50 keg
Applebee's
stand.
and do a keg stand." That'd make so much fucking money, dude. Because I would do that. I'd be like, "Dude, I'm lit. Applebee's keg stand time." And they'd be like, "Dude,
I
it's
would
$50
expect to see that at like Redneck Heaven or something like that. but-
Well, I'm pretty sure Ecolab would have a huge problem with that if they walked in and saw some dude doing a keg stand in the middle of a restaurant.
Probably so.
Just
Yeah,
saying,
TABC.
man.
Well, maybe it would have to be done at like a mom and pop bar then, where you can't just fucking advertise it on the NFL or during the
Back to
Cowboy
Broncos.
What's that place off?
It's a small
820?
town secret. You go here to
Taste
get
Bud
keg
Live
stands
or
for
something
$50.
now?
It's like you speak a speakeasy.
I wanna
to
talk
do
about
that.
that place.
I've never been.
Has anybody been? No one been?
Where?
That Taste Bud Live.
Do
Yeah.
the upside down.
I drive by it every day back and forth to work, and I'm like, I gotta remember that place is there on the way home sometime, and I always forget.
Oh,
Until I'm going
you're
past
talking
it.
Right there.
about
I
that
haven't been
place
there
off
yet.
820, I know. I remember.
But like Friday, Saturday night, it's packed.
Packed, and it's like
And they
bright,
park
got
in the
lights
grass and-
yeah,
Which one?
I wonder about that joint.
Which one?
that
Taste Buds Live there at John T. White, 820.
I've never even heard of it.
Well, it's there.
If you've
It's
driven
cool.
down 820, I promise you've seen it.
What's
Yeah.
it called again?
Taste Buds Live.
It's on the other side from the liquor store.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Majestic.
You know where the old Manhattans used to be?
Mm-hmm.
And there's the hall, the veteran hall
Yeah.
right there. It's just closer to John T. White.
Huh.
There's like a little small strip shopping center
There's a bar in
and
there.
a gas station. There's a place called Taste Buds Live, and bands play there, and it is packed.
Really?
It's a
Yeah.
bumping place.
Is it?
man. Yeah.
Kind of music. Dun, 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 dun,
We've
dun,
never
dun,
been
dun,
there.
dun.
Never
dude.
been there. I
It
don't know
just-
anything about it. I'm
it
reaching out.
That would
Taste
make a lot
Buds
of
Live.
sense.
It could be deceptively.
I'll
bumpy,
Google it.
though.
You're gonna Google what's
Maybe
going on at Taste Buds Live.
It might just be a really small
Who does their
parking lot.
booking?
Also,
It does. It definitely seems like a bar we would used to play.
whatever, I'll play. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
same here.
I'll play
Let's just
everywhere.
do it.
It might be a place you could
Children's
rent out
birthday
too,
parties.
Shit.
Let's do it.
Yep. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Like that
Puppet shows.
fucking bingo hall that's in Watauga that's right by Texas Billiards.
Yeah.
You can
That
rent
mother-
that out.
Dude, I don't know if you can rent that out, but there's a place next to it, and they'll have like those quinceañeras and stuff, and
Yeah.
that whole parking lot is
Will
fucking
fill up.
filled up, and they got like cops like parking out in the parking lot for like security and traffic and shit sometimes.
I mean, it can't
It's
be
like-
any worse than the pepper mill, right?
Hey, those are good people.
Pepper
Yeah,
mill.
we like.
Those are good people.
I speak for all of us. We love the Peppermill Lounge.
Hey,
We think
that's
it's
the place
great.
that you almost got your camera confiscated or
I
something,
came
right?
to see them and Josh and the Jet Noise, and
Oh,
I got
they
kicked
paid
out.
I did not know that.
What
And I got
happened?
kicked out because I had a camera bag, and everybody's like, "You're looking awfully shifty. What's going on here?"
Are you serious?
That was y'all's show. That was your security.
I can't believe you
Hell
got,
yeah, dude.
you got called shifty at the Peppermill Lounge.
Yes, that's what got me.
Uh,
Well, they just kept questioning me what
We-
I was doing and what's going on and what was in my bag and stuff. I was like, "All right."
No.
we were playing there one night, and is it a Domino's or
Yeah.
Pizza Hut?
It was a
It was
Domino's.
Domino's
Pizza
delivery driver quit his job on the spot to keep watching us play our set. That's a true story.
That's badass.
that's cool.
That's a Peppermill.
Does he
for
still
us.
come to the shows?
Hell no, we don't.
Yeah, you ever seen him?
He probably
we
forgot
still played the
about us.
Peppermill.
We eat his pizza though.
So it could have been anyone that was in there.
That's a euphemism.
Or maybe you just don't recognize him
I
because
know.
he's not in his.
He
Yeah, he's
legit walked in
incognito,
Domino's
man.
uniform and everything. And
No, this man was very insistent on playing the bass guitar that I was holding. And
That's
I was
what he
like,
really wanted.
Hell no,
Yeah, that's what got
pal.
him kicked out, actually.
Get out of here, pal.
No.
He wanted to play your instrument. Like, hey man, let me.
Whoa,
let me
whoa,
check-
No, no, no. He was just
Rephrase
like,
that.
he's
Just
like, come
like-
on, man.
Just
Let
like-
just
just
let me
like
hold
bass.
it for a while. I was like, no, man, get out of here.
Just let me hold it for a little while.
Yeah.
Then he wanted to help carry everything outside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I didn't say no to. But.
Well, he's like, I just lost my job and I need to make some quick money.
Exactly.
So I'm
He's
gonna
like,
run all y'all shit
All
to the
right,
post
I
office.
helped
We
you
didn't
guys
typically-
like put
It's like,
all
you
this
didn't
stuff
get the
off.
point.
Give me
You
some
guys,
money.
I'll drive the gear back. I'll drive the gear back to the
I know
jam
you guys
house.
just made some money in that tip jar.
You guys like, okay, cool, man. Yeah. And then as he drives off, you are like, wait.
He doesn't know where we live.
Yeah, and he just quit his job, and he I mean,
Who gave him the address? What?
Oh yeah.
Did you try to sell y'all K2 also?
Or what is it?
It's like, what the hell was he
no,
doing doing
Spice.
the
the
pizza delivery
banana
shit?
bread.
Banana
Yeah,
bread,
he's like,
yes.
did he try to sell you banana bread? That banana bread's fucking delicious, by the way. I love that shit, don't you?
Oh, the
I think there's
the
something in
Jesus
it.
banana
That's where we
bread.
Yeah, dude.
K2, man.
I swear that I think
just-
they're it's all the same druggies and stories and I've bought banana bread from the same dude like 4 times, man. Like told him to
It's
come,
like,
hey man, just
man,
keep coming
it-
back.
It really is
get
a
out of
long
rehab?
road to recovery, guys.
You get out of rehab, I want you to come right back to this parking lot and come right into this bar, and I will give you another $20 for another loaf of the banana bread.
Or as close as he's allowed, 50 feet.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're only like that big, right?
Yeah,
I've never
they're
seen
not-
that.
No,
they're not
yeah,
very big at all.
yeah.
I've never seen a full size banana bread. They're all like, "You want a loaf of banana
Do you
bread?"
want
And
to
you're
eat
always
that
like,
much
"Is
banana
that
bread?
yeah?" You're like, "Is that a sample?" Oh no, I would, but I want to take it home. See, I always end up eating
This is a
while
good
drinking.
size. Like,
That's this right here though is I always end up eating the whole thing at the bar.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, but a banana bread that's like that big, I want to take to the house and everything and enjoy it later and all that. So when I hear they get me every time. They're good at it.
Buy 2.
Yeah, I guess I could.
That's $40 though.
Just
Yeah.
trade them for your gear.
Yeah. Hey, I
Or-
got a base here. How much
You know
banana
what, you know
bread
what freaks
can I
them
get
out?
for this base?
What freaks them out because they always come with the religious stuff, and you're like, you know what?
I'm a cosplayer.
Give a man, give a man fish, and he can stop being hungry. But give a man banana bread or show him how to make banana bread, he cannot be hungry the rest of his life.
You were way better in
Yeah.
California when you whipped that out.
Oh, did I already do that joke?
You did one in California, and we nearly drove off the road. Even the Uber driver was like, "What the fuck?" and nearly drove off the road.
Because it was bad. It was a bad one.
It was so bad, but everybody was laughing so hard, and he was laughing so hard.
You're like,
we
don't
nearly just-
write that joke. Don't write
We nearly
that
went
joke.
off a cliff there, and
Yeah, they have cliffs there.
they do.
Anyway, back to y'all's gigs at Peppermill Lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all right.
You guys want some banana bread?
Oh, yeah, we haven't played there in a while, actually. And
We're talking about that today.
yeah, we were talking about that today. And the last time we played there, I had a nasty spill on stage.
Oh man,
yeah.
how'd that happen?
No, jamming out.
The dude,
Stepped
the
on
dude
some
trying to get the
wires.
bass.
Yeah. Well, no.
Lunged right for it.
No, I
Did
just
you
I
impale
just
yourself?
lost my footing and just I guess
impale
was
yourself?
so overcome by the power of the song. I tried to elbow drop Billy.
He came through the drum set.
Yeah, I just
Damn.
just smash. Song stopped.
Were you okay?
Yeah, it was fine. I just rolled my ankle a little bit, but
Dude,
you know,
remember when
it hurt my ego?
Chad?
Though. That was, and I got some PTSD.
Chad? That's the worst.
I was thinking about it at the drive-in when they. Did
Oh
that.
yeah, the impaling.
The
That's why he
impaling.
said. No, do you remember when Chad blew his knee out at is the day of the green
Friday on
or
the Green.
Friday on the Green? Yeah, that was like the first time they
Tore
ever
his
played
ACL?
him. Tore his ACL's knee completely blew out, and there was pictures of him and shit, and you could just tell. You're like, fuck, that sucks.
Jeez.
The way I remember though is a little different. It's that we didn't quit playing. It's that we kept playing.
No, well, no.
We
no,
tried through the first initial fall into
We
the.
stopped. Like room goes silent, and Billy's like, "Oh my god, dude, are you okay?"
Well, he
dude?"
fell into the drum set, so
Yeah.
that's what made us stop.
How
When
long
he-
into the set was this?
a few songs.
10 minutes.
Damn.
When he fell
it
into
just
the
ruined
amp,
everything.
we kept playing, and then he fell into the drum set. And it
Yeah,
was like,
I went back, then
and that's when I had to stop. I couldn't keep playing. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
How
like
You
fucked
should
up
have
were
started
you?
playing him.
I just lost my foot, and I wasn't drunk at all.
just right on the head.
That almost happened to
Yeah.
me a couple of months ago at Jeffrey Lord's. What we just talked about. I almost
Oh
ate
yeah,
it
I remember
hardcore,
reading
dude.
about that.
Woo.
Like, I've never actually met you, but I've
Almost
read a lot
died.
about you, and I heard you almost ruined your legs.
Well, this is weird.
yeah, it is weird. I'm a creep on
Dude,
Facebook.
That's
You're
where the
Garrett
chicks
is
are
Courtney
figuring you
Cox.
out.
I'm coming for you.
No, but anyway, I feel it was the same type thing though. I was so freaked out. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be bad." Like, everything slows down. It's like when I get pelted by 3 fucking eggs in California. Everything slows
Oh yeah, we
down.
didn't talk about that.
Well, that'll be on the California show, but it's you like everything's slowed down, and I remember in my head going, "This is going to be bad."
No.
And for some reason, I caught myself and got my feet under me. I still jacked my shin up, but man, I was like, it could have been one of those bone out things. You're lucky you didn't do that.
Well, yeah, no,
Bone
the
sticking in.
the worst effect of all this is that I really do have a PTSD when I'm on stage. I really do.
Because of that?
It's like, I mean, I haven't really talked to it about, like, I mean, I get like super nervous on stage now.
I
like,
don't-
more so than I used to.
I don't think
for
we've played
sure.
that song since it happened.
Yeah.
Is it on video?
It's true.
No, it's not.
We
So
said that.
wait,
We
Thank
did
God.
ask. We were like, anybody
I
record
would
that?
obsessively watch that over and over and over again and just
You have
ruin my night.
PTSD now
I-
from falling. Like,
I really do.
You
Yeah,
should
no,
go to
I get
therapy,
like
man.
I get like super nervous on stage. I'm like watching for chords. I'm especially careful now, and I'm just
Tiptoeing
like,
around and
I-
stuff?
It's like I'm getting more and more careful on stage, and I'm just.
dude, falling down on stage
Hey,
is like
you-
total rock and roll.
Yeah,
though.
it
I mean,
also-
I know,
that's
and
all it
I,
is.
also,
I
man,
appreciate that, man.
Just,
but
dude,
Yeah.
get you a little flashlight, dude. Keep your little flashlight in the back of the amp or something, and you can just fucking walk around with a flashlight. And, you know what I mean?
might as well. You know, I think I could just play with one hand the entire
Yeah.
time. Anyways, I'm
Just put a miner's lamp on your head.
Yeah.
Just
There you
always
go,
look at
yeah.
the ground.
Yeah, we could just
Like you're
turn,
about to
we could
crawl
just turn
underneath
off the
my house
stage
and fix
lights
the
on
plumbing.
my side of the stage and
Ugly
make it real
Mustard.
theatrical, but in reality,
Ugly
it's
Mustard
like-
used to do that.
It's
They put
just
those
like I
lamps up.
need to know where I'm stepping, guys.
Yeah,
Get you a big light though, like a 500-watt halogen bulb.
and a carpet.
It's already
just-
hot as fuck on those stages,
Yeah,
man. Like,
but when you look,
First degree
come on,
burns.
it's 2020. Get the LED equivalent, but wear it and then just blind the fuck out of
Oh,
everybody.
And nobody's gonna watch me.
Dude,
God
hey,
damn,
you said
Dustin, you're a
big-ass
genius.
LED light that fucking blinds you.
Yeah,
Can we take a time out on on Magnus, Bruce Magnus?
yeah,
Why do I keep trying to call y'all Saint Magnus?
that's a badass name.
When you're at the altar of Magnus.
Yeah, that's the saint you should pray to for them.
That's right.
Or
Maybe we
something.
should change the name of our new band to Saint Magnus.
Yeah, Bruce is just the current iteration of the Magnus.
Yes.
What do you think?
No. What are we doing now?
All right, real quick. You said LED lights. Have y'all noticed that cars' LED lights are getting fucking insane? Like they can see through your soul. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, like it makes you feel like a vampire. You're like, oh,
I had one burn my clothes off the other day. Like,
Like
the car
Indiana
drove by and
Jones?
it's just
like Indiana Jones.
fuck. These pants are shorts now.
Like Indiana Jones, Raiders of
Yeah.
the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
then you're like, my legs look good.
Yeah. Another car drove by and I stuck my staff in the map room and it
Yeah.
showed me where the arc was.
So
it
what-
shined through the medallion.
The thing that's crazy is back in the day, you could get a ticket for riding around with your brights on. Has that just gotten fucking thrown out of the window?
I thought they got
that's
rid of
status
those.
quo
Like,
now.
I guess they got rid of like the halogen lights for a long time. because of that exact idea. They were blinding people without
Yeah.
them actually being on brights.
So now they got sun rays coming out of the fucking cars, and they're like, okay, but we're good with that.
You're harnessing the power
Let's go bust
of a
another
distant sun
kid with
and using
marijuana.
it to- yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I
It's
don't know
crazy,
because
man.
I get blinded every
But I
morning.
wish
driving to work.
Ford and whoever started this whole fucking light war would chill the fuck out. This is my, you're telling me bitching? Here we go.
Here we go. We just set him off. We just found it.
Yeah, just calm down. Let's take it but back down. Like they have the muscle car wars that flare up every once in a while between, was it Dodge and Chevy and Ford?
Yeah.
Well, right now we got the fucking light wars going on with Lexus,
Well, I understand.
Infiniti, and fucking BMW. The biggest douches in all the car industry got a.
I understand it's for your safety, so you can see around at night. But
Not the
you
whole-
you jeopardize your safety by blinding the car coming at
Yeah,
you.
yeah, exactly.
And
We don't
if
need
you
to
live in the
Fuck 'em.
boonies, it makes sense.
Dude, you
but-
don't need to light the road that goes to the moon.
I need to see a deer about 3.4 miles away from me.
Yeah, okay.
In the
Make sure I'm
city?
not going to hit him. Yes.
I don't think it's.
I'm sorry, a raccoon. 3.4 miles.
There you
To
go.
all the auto
possums
industry, big titans, calm down on the light wars, man. We don't need the headlight wars
Guess I
anymore.
won't be changing out my headlights anytime soon. to
Because you want some, don't you?
bright ass LED
Yeah, I knew
xenon
it.
lights.
Some kind of paramilitary shit you will probably want.
He just wants to burn off people's clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's cool. If you just
That
want to burn
chick's
their
hot.
clothes-
Let me turn off my headlights.
Right, Joe.
It's like a.
Basically shooting lasers out of the front of the car.
Give her a tan at the same time.
Sorry about my headlights.
All right, so let's get down the nitty gritty.
What's that?
You guys, we already said 3 of y'all live together, and you live across the street from Matt Thomas, Red Pants.
Yep.
We need to know the dirty on
Yeah,
what's
y'all
going
have
on
seen
over
some
there.
weird shit. I bet.
Y'all had to have seen. I mean, I know random children just wander into his house and then they never come out or something like that.
The word is he does a lot of home renovations.
In quotes.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, there's a shitload of wood sitting in his front yard getting
Yeah.
ready to be thrown away. So
Yeah.
I don't know if
we
he's
need
building a
wood. And
dungeon or
That seems like
Coffins
all
for
he
the
ever
kids.
wants to talk about too.
Oh,
He's
My.
been working on his shed,
he's gonna kill
quote
us.
unquote, for years.
He's actually gonna go on his list.
oh, that's right. He was talking about turning it into a studio or something.
Yeah.
That's what he's
So you
telling
started-
y'all.
That's what he's telling y'all.
That's really where he's going to boil us.
Are you
Dude.
saying Matt
Well,
Thomas?
like a
Are you saying
witch.
Matt Thomas has a list? Matt,
Dude,
Stubbs?
he does.
In lipstick.
Yes.
And lipstick.
It's like
The problem is he's building this studio
In
for,
a
I guess, the
dungeon.
band to practice in and for him to do his podcast in, but he's insulating it with small children.
Mhm.
So that is
hey,
between.
man.
I feel like that might get a little stinky.
That made you back off out of all things said this weekend?
I never made a joke about killing children.
We didn't say kill him. You said insulating with
Yeah,
him.
and he
He's
never
insulating with them. I never said
that
he
they
killed
were
them.
It may be
dead.
one of those situations
sorry.
where he's,
He's
like
keeping
feeding
them
him through a
alive.
tube
I'm
and
sorry,
keeping
I'm
him
an
alive.
asshole. You know
Yeah.
what? I'm the asshole. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dustin. You're right.
Like the
You
vampire
didn't say
blood
the
banks.
kids were dead.
I didn't.
You didn't say the kids were
I
dead.
never
Okay,
said they
go
were
ahead.
dead.
Go ahead.
But yes, insulating the walls with children that are still alive with feeding tubes. I like this. Thanks for bailing me out. It's kind of like the Matrix thing. If these kids ever wake up, they're going to look around and be like, this is not the world I was dreaming about.
They're
Is it like-
powering all the equipment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Blade,
there
was
you
it
go.
Blade 3 where they had the farms and they just...
Yeah.
And we'll be a
Two,
secret
maybe,
band. We'll be a secret band that plays for him, and we're gonna be Saint Magnus. And our first single is gonna be "Fistful of Fallopian Tubes."
No, that band's already taken care of. You can't be just mixing everything up.
Which is like what I try to do with everything.
Hermaphrodon.
We got to save that for the.
Yeah.
We're giving inside
We're
jokes.
giving
Here.
inside jokes here.
See, we're taking away from Bruce Magnus now. See,
So, are we allowed to
Everybody's
talk
all
about,
right about
like, y'all originally came in here for a purpose.
Yes.
Are we allowed to talk about this?
Are we?
I meant to ask you this before we started the show, but
About
I'm just
what?
going to do it right now. Y'all came in here because y'all were going to be releasing a record on Friday.
No, we just wanted to come in here actually.
And then, I think y'all, as a ploy, y'all pretended y'all were down at Dreamy
No.
Life all this time and
Yeah,
doing all
no,
this
no
stuff
music.
just to get in here.
Yeah, we bamboozled you real good.
Because you want us to insulate your walls.
Well,
We're going to take these two and insulate. We got some spots left open. We need to insulate.
you got bamboozled.
Okay, so yeah, what happened? So yeah, we went to the studio last year, or I guess it is fair to say last year in November.
Can I take a guess? Real quick, what happened?
No.
Joe fucked it all up.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
kidding, Joe.
It's on the
Dad,
record.
you're
Just
listening. He doesn't listen to this shit. But yeah, no, we recorded that, and it started sounding really good, and we decided that like to put a little bit more effort in just a few months of promotion and work, and we're gonna push it back a little bit. We don't know when, but we're excited. We're
So y'all aren't doing any
very, very happy
reshoots?
about it.
Y'all are that like you're not kicking out the director and rewriting the script or
Uh,
anything.
No, part of it
Just
too
doing
was
it
that
for
we set
promotion.
a release date while, or even
Before we went,
Yeah,
to
we were
was-
scheduling time. We were trying to
it-
put out this
it-
like month's schedule of events, and
It-
it was
it-
just too soon.
Yeah, and we didn't
We
think.
fucked it up.
We didn't think the production was gonna take as long. At least I didn't, and that's why I was so adamant about
Getting it on the books.
yes, booking the show in January. So
We're probably making the right move, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's-
yeah,
totally good move you saw that.
We are very, very confident that it was the right move to push it back. Like I'll say it was a couple weeks ago. Joe sent out some preliminary mixes, and I just sat in my room and I listened to it, and I was like, "Man, what the hell did we do?" And I went out there and I talked to Sam. I was just like, and I guess at that moment I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Pushing it back seems like a really good idea." And
I think.
so,
I mean,
but
we're proud of our music already, but we're pretty like proud of this album. And the three of us have played on other albums together, and this is definitely the best. It's better than the first one. I mean, we're really, really proud of it. So pushing it back and just making sure we're treating it like our baby and not just throwing it out with the bathwater is.
Well, it's totally super smart if you're doing that, especially if you've spent all this time, money, and energy, and you have something you're super proud of. Yeah,
Mhm.
why not? Why just blow the load right away?
Mhm.
Totally get it.
Gotta save up.
Yeah, save up.
Practice tainture.
Save it.
Do some teasing. Put it out there.
Kegels.
Get it going. Yeah, I'm totally down with that. So that's
Tantric.
cool.
Yeah.
Tantric.
Have y'all already?
What you gotta do?
Have y'all already created the merchandising and copying and everything of the
More or
record?
less, yeah.
Yeah, we got some new merch in. I mean, we brought you some a few things. We
Oh,
got
yeah.
we
I'll see
brought you
this, man.
sticky things.
I want to see the treats.
You can look at the treats.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we got some merch in. But I mean, like as far as the time frame, like as far as the release goes, I mean, we might even like bring some other stuff up. I mean, we're gonna obviously do the CD thing, but we're gonna we got some stuff planned.
Mini disc is making a comeback.
That's
Yeah,
the first
no.
one.
That's the first
Mini
record.
disc? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the
we're-
mini disc are coming back. I've got my mini
It-
disc player in the garage.
You
No,
know,
it's
and,
not.
and
You
for our
just want
Denton
one.
shows, we're gonna have some
Really?
cassettes ready for everybody.
Dude,
That's a joke. We're not doing that.
I would. I'd do some cassettes.
I know you
I
would do
love
cassettes.
I mean, everybody's doing it.
Yeah, everybody's
And
there.
you
And we
can
do
buy them down at
we do
Dreamland.
have a
Yeah.
case to put the hundreds of cassettes that we would have made. We do have a single case for all that.
That is
so.
true.
Yeah.
Have we looked into that?
Yeah, it is true that we wouldn't sell any of them.
I don't know. If
I
you
don't
sell
know.
them for
There's-
$5 a pop. I mean,
There's a whole cassette uprising down there in
Yeah.
the south side with them
Yeah.
folks down there. So
I've seen a couple
I don't
bands
know.
we've seen recently sell cassettes. So.
hey, last record store day, Limp Bizkit put out a cassette of $5 bill. You know, you gotta
Nice.
roll with it. What are you doing? Oh,
No, making sure that they see this. That just if they ever need a champion of the gods,
Yes.
I forgot
they
about
know
the
how to
cards.
get in touch with
Yes.
them.
that's where you get a hold of them.
Yeah, right here. If you need to get in touch with the champion of the gods, there you go.
If you need Magnus,
It's funny 'cause
you
that's
need to
what-
worship at the altar of Magnus.
That's what we were thinking too. Like when we were in the Uber, we had a discussion about this exact thing. We were on the way to the Black Bear Diner, and we were like, "Man, I really need to speak to a champion of the gods." And you were like, yeah, "Man,
Well,
it's
yeah,
like
cool.
we're
we'll be
gonna
sitting
have
in
them
the
on
room with
Tuesday.
them right now.
I don't know what we're gonna do here."
Check my business cards.
Now, how does this work when you fight a god to become a champion?
Is there
Like,
preliminary
is it
fights?
all four of y'all fighting at the same time against the
How's
one
this work?
god? Is it a tag team thing? Do multiple
It's like a
gods?
Voltron.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I think we decided on the
Y'all unite?
Voltron.
Oh, okay.
We all come together as one.
Well, I
right.
see
All right.
two arms,
Milo's
two
the
legs.
base.
So you're missing a head, right?
Yeah, where's the head
Where's
and
the
body?
head?
What? No, fuck heads. Who needs?
But if
that?
you have a head, then you can be.
They can't
killed.
chop it off if you don't have one, though.
That's
That
right.
is true.
Yeah,
You're right.
exactly.
That's how
now
you
we
killed a
think-
god. That's our
that's-
advantage.
Because the god's
Yeah.
like, this thing doesn't have a head
Yeah.
or
I'm pretty
a heart.
Sure, I'm pretty sure that's the plot
so
to
I don't know what
Highlander.
to do
but-
here.
Yeah.
So if it has no
Did you
heart,
get-
it has
oh,
no soul.
Did you get a actual belt that you wore after you became the champion of the gods? Did y'all get a belt or anything?
No.
So no fucking belt.
No, no.
That's
belt.
a ripoff.
No, not really. I
Did you
mean,
get
it's
any?
just-
Was there a prize?
We got the respect that we deserved.
the street cred.
The street cred.
We have any leathersmiths out there that can whip up a belt before the show on
Yeah.
Friday? Show's Friday, right?
It is.
It
It
is
is Friday. Yes.
For the show on Friday, maybe we can get a
Yeah,
champion of the gods belt built.
dude, y'all got to do that, man.
Yeah.
We got to do the Danzig too.
We need to do
We
that.
could have the biggest award ceremony in Fort Worth music history, but we're just sitting on our ass.
We could
Yeah,
do it our way.
we could. So how long you guys been together? Like this group right here.
It's about 2 years.
2 years. And where'd y'all come from? Where'd you grow up?
From their parents?
Down the street.
Fallopian tubes. Sorry.
No, I grew up in Keller.
Okay. Yeah. Where?
From originally from Kansas, but I showed up in about '97.
You're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
I grew up around here.
You did?
Yeah.
Just everywhere.
Where'd you? Did you go to school?
Mm-hmm.
At
Trinity.
Trinity.
fuck.
It's your friend.
That must mean you went to Bell or something.
I did.
Okay.
He hates Tongans.
Oh,
That's why he said that.
Rivals. Yeah.
That thing you're led to believe happens. Yeah.
And your hate for the Tongan people.
For Pacific Islanders.
I lived
for the
I
Polynesian
grew up
people.
on the street with all of them, and because I lived on that street, they were like
They're
they
your
were like my
brothers?
protectors.
What
at
street
school.
did
Like,
you
if
grow up on?
anybody messed up with
Man,
Huntington.
Over in off of Pipeline there by Euless
A little more north of that.
Junior High.
That would be south of that, but I did go to Euless Junior High.
yeah.
You did go to Euless. Okay.
Yeah, you don't mess with anyone in the Tongan pack.
That's
at
what I mean.
all. Especially friends, family, any of it. It's
Yeah.
a man that there was some guys that used to hang out at the bar that I used to work at,
What,
and then after
Vino's?
work, no, it was Texas Billiards,
Okay.
and they would come in after work or whatever. They'd come in late, dude, and once they got to know you, if anyone messed with you, they were right there in their face.
That's what I mean. It's
Big dudes. too.
I never had problems in high school at that point.
Yeah.
Because we lived on the same street and I knew half of them, and it was just like, hey guys.
Yeah.
We had a bunch that went to.
You want a racist like Dustin?
They went to
That's what-
Hearst
right?
Junior High. The way they lived in the boundaries, they went to Hearst
Dustin's
Junior
not
High.
a racist.
I don't know. A lot went to
which
Euless
are-
also.
And then when it finally became time to go to high school, they weaseled their way.
Oh
using-
my god.
Weaseled their way.
They weaseled their way using their other families' addresses
Yes, that
that
is
lived in
true.
the area to go to Trinity and not Bell.
To be on that football team.
Yeah, to be on the football team.
Dustin Schneider.
But I used to go,
gmail.com.
even in high school, we'd all hang out together. I mean,
Yeah.
there was no
God.
real Trinity Bell rivalry, but go over there, their little barbecues and stuff where they've been cooking a pig in the backyard for a week
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Dude, yeah.
So good.
I will say, like the ritual they had to go through for that, though, like they were only, by what I remember, they were only allowed to slaughter them during a certain time of day by the way the whole ritual goes.
Yeah.
And if they didn't do it the right way, they weren't allowed to go out there and finish it. So the pigs would just have to finish dying in their pits, and they'd be squealing for hours while they're just. And that was like
What?
awful.
Yeah, I've
That
heard
happened
those
in-
stories too.
did-
Well, I think the city finally stepped in
They
and was
can't
like,
do that?
"You guys got to do this outside of city limits." So they found their loophole and figured it out. But
yeah.
Huh.
I mean, that was 20 years ago. I mean, well, not that long. Good God.
Oh, mine's been
Close,
over 20
probably.
years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're old man. Holy shit.
How old are all you guys?
I'm 35.
37.
What's that dick size?
35. Yeah, 35.
What size of shoes do you guys wear? What's the measurement from the
42.
tip of your finger to the palm?
Let me see your
We were,
backs.
no, I was wondering that today. How old are you, all you guys were? 'Cause you
Take your
don't
shirts off
seem-
real quick.
Up your pants.
Well, we're around the same age. I don't remember how old he is, honestly.
I'm 30.
Okay.
Dirty
Right
30.
on. All right, they
Yeah.
are.
Yes. I've been
So you're all on this side of your 20s.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. 30s weren't bad. I liked my
Good
30s.
side.
Mine
Yeah.
sucked till the end. Till I got divorced.
Yeah.
And it
I was
got
like,
better.
Yeah. I kid.
You're
I love to
sitting
be married.
They're sitting in the room with a couple of
It was all right.
divorcees.
So it's been 15 minutes, and RoboTuner finally comes in. His shed is not insulated with small children kept alive.
Okay. I guess we should call the cops back then and
Yeah,
tell
we
them.
can tell
man.
him everything's okay.
So, do you guys ever just watch Thomas come home from work? I imagine he comes in all
What do you
bouncy.
think we
like-
do? Like,
Yeah, so
I would just smoke weed and watch Matt Thomas all day if I lived with y'all.
Anytime I see Matt, I'm always like a big, hey,
Yeah, we'll
Matt,
say
how
hi,
you
like-
doing?
Yeah, because you don't want him to kill you.
Hi guys. He bounces into his home. I must go see him.
I'm curious what your experiences are with Matt that you think he's just going to kill you.
Yeah,
I
no,
grew up
I
with
guess
him.
I haven't had that experience. So
We can't get into that on the show.
Yeah, I grew up with him, and I grew up with his older sister, but he was always around us. I'm the same age as Heather, but yeah, I grew up with him, and he lived a block and a half from here, and the house I grew up was 2 blocks that way. Before I moved to Hearst, so I've known him since we were
And then
tall.
He just got hooked up with, I think, via Craigslist or something to play bass in one of the bands I was in, and that's how I met him.
And then
I was like 20.
And how long did Steadfast stick
22?
around?
Like 2 or 3 years, I think.
That was longer than that.
Was it?
So y'all were playing together that long?
I don't know. Maybe we'll need to look into that since there might be a reunion show.
Oh, now that y'all made peace in California?
Yeah, we accepted we're Eskimo brothers and moved on. We just like sniffed each other around like dogs. Oh.
That's why everything went down so well.
Yeah, we're
Like, oh yeah.
yeah. We're Eskimo brothers now. So.
We got war stories. Let's go to the bar.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I would have a chair on
Holy
y'all's
shit.
porch and just sit there and watch.
Y'all really are?
We would just watch him come home every day. That's what I would like to do. Is just watch him because I bet he doesn't come home in a bad mood. He probably just kind of the same thing every day.
You know, we're gonna set
Shuts the
up
door.
bunk beds. Why don't you just come move in with us?
I could.
You could. He's looking for a place to live.
Oh, I am.
We'll play rock paper scissors. Sam and I. It's like, who's gonna have Matt
I'm
sleep
gonna play
above him?
bazooka.
Well, if anybody knows, Thomas would know. He's in the chat room. How long did Steadfast last? He
Yeah,
said
he would know.
Stubbs was 26 and he was 22 when Steadfast began. So y'all
Okay.
could all drink.
Yeah, sounds nice.
And then when did the Iraq War break out?
Oh man, I don't
The
know.
second time
2002,
around.
wasn't it?
2003.
2003, something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
It was February.
He says 2
2003.
years. Man, y'all did a
I
lot in 2
remember that.
years. Y'all were a real band.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yep. Good.
Kind of envious.
Well, the thing that and what was really weird is Delegard was there too.
Yeah.
So, like, that was the band. That was the dude that recorded us, and then one of the dudes is on stage. It was a lot of deja vu shit going on that night, in a place that I'd never been to before in my life. I've never seen a show at
It's
the
very
observatory.
strange. Very strange.
Guys leaving?
Everybody's going to pee. All right, y'all are done with the show. We'll see y'all later.
Yeah, see you guys. Hey, we cracked open some tall boys and we drank them relatively fast. So
Totally
get
get
it.
it.
We were
Totally
actually
get
talking about. So,
I am stressing out about this. Come on.
would your was that your first like band? You would say, were
Which
you
one?
Steadfast?
No.
So we were talking about earlier, like high school bands and like these transition period bands
Yeah.
here when you're young.
I was
It's
in a
kinda
bunch
fun to,
of
like think back about.
I was in a bunch of high school bands that were like one-offs. You'd play like
Yeah.
a house party,
Yeah.
one show at a house party, and then it'd be like, all right, well, this band's done. Let's go start another band.
Yeah, but it's legitimized at that point, right?
I
Yeah,
said
it's like,
my
all right,
first
we
band
did
I
it,
was in.
and we're done.
I
So,
think my
yeah.
first real band I was in was Stroll with Josh, and the only reason I say that was a real band is because we played a lot of cool shows because we knew a guy that worked with Dime and Vinny. So like when their friends would come in from West Texas and stuff, they had a band that they were really good friends with called Pump Jack, and the dude was a DJ. Man, God, Thurber. He was a DJ out in West Texas, and whenever his band would come in, and I think they actually got signed. Whenever his band would come in, Theron would always book us to open up for them, which meant that we would be in front of Dime and Vinny. And so that's how I was like, okay, you're actually in the music scene now. There's people that are in this room. That's when I was like, yeah, this is a real band. And that was 98. It was a few years after, I have to ask Josh this one. Damn, I don't remember any of my shit, like date-wise.
You need to go back and check your diaries.
Yeah, there's some sitting around somewhere. But yeah, I would say that was my first one, just because like that. There's definitely defining shit. Like the Pimento Cheese Rock Band when I was in the 9th grade that jammed like 3 times in a garage. I don't really. But I don't know. Those are cool too, though.
Cheese rock band. Yeah,
The Pimento
that's
Cheese
awesome.
Rock Band. All we were gonna do is play our instruments and let our friends spread pimento cheese all over us until the amps and stuff started going out. That was our goal. We were like,
That sounds
that's
like
all
a
we're
band
gonna
Aaron
do.
would be in.
That is not true.
That sounds
all-
exactly
I would
like
be
an Aaron
I would
band.
not waste that pimento cheese all over my body. I'd eat that pimento cheese.
Well, that's the thing is that's
Photo
the thing
shoot.
is
They have to spread it fast.
I love
you can eat
pimento
it, though.
cheese, so I would have been in heaven because while we were trying to play the show, I'd been like, like just give myself a lick. You
That
know?
sounds like Aaron's band.
Give myself a lick.
At least you know someone's still down for
We
that.
can still do it.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk about this pimento cheese rock band. We can play with that gorilla band.
I think
Go
you need to do it
Gorillas.
outside.
Can bring back
Go
the
Gorillas.
orangutans.
Let's go gorillas.
Yeah, let's be politically
The
correct
orangutan
here.
band.
You better watch your mouth,
Oh,
pal.
Can bring them back.
You're gonna offend somebody. I know
we-
we
all
all
right,
know
that's a-
we all know they listen to this podcast.
That's
here.
the delete point of the
Delete.
show.
Roll them up.
No, I don't know. What was your first? Would you say Ex Mobius was your first real band, or before that? Ten
Probably,
Colored Stripper.
no. Mobius would have been the first real band. Before that, it was all high school stuff.
Yeah.
And like even like the band I played at Trees when I was
Yeah.
15 was one of those. All right, we're just gonna get together and write some songs so we can play Trees. All right, we did this. Now
Yeah.
we're done.
Yeah, and then you have that
And it was
epic
like,
fight,
okay.
that epic high school band fight where you're like, we're not even a band anymore.
There wasn't any fights. It was just more like, all right, I'm gonna go over here and play with these guys now. All right.
You're willing to walk away from this right now?
You remember when?
We're this close.
I don't remember experiencing that.
Remember when CDX was open?
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
So CDX was the place we'd all go hang out.
That's
with
where you
and
had the
be
band
like-
fights.
You'd build a band for a couple of weeks and then you go play CDX. And,
Yeah.
Or then
CDX was
that
the first
band may
stop.
be like, all right, well, y'all want to come over here and play this show with us?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to the Impala. I'm playing. Okay, cool. Or I'm going to the engine room. Okay, I'm going to Trees.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. So you did like 2 or 3 shows and then the band was done.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
everybody.
you didn't even give a fuck where you played. Like one time I was in a band that wasn't a Christian band and we accidentally played a Christian show just because we wanted to fuck. I think it was with Glisten. Remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just want to play a show. We don't give a shit if it's at before prayer
Glisten's a
service.
weird name for a Christian rock band.
Glisten's an awesome band name too.
Is it?
Is it
It's
been
like
long enough and
my
not enough people
phallic
know about it
pole
that we could
glistens
actually
with
gank that
love.
name and put
Maybe.
it on Dick like Whiskey Dick, Glisten Dick, Glisten Dick.
It's just Dick glistens.
Just glistens,
Glistening dick.
glistening in the night.
Glistening phallus rod.
Yeah.
Well, that's my radio name.
Say it again. You got Matt Thomas. Here you go, man.
I'm Dick is phallus. I'm glistening phallus rod on 97.1 The Eagle. Yeah.
Bruce Magnus.
Did y'all ever go to any of
rock.
those crazy Christian shows? Those Christian
Yeah,
band shows?
God's Place and stuff.
God's Place, yeah. I
Fucking
went
place
there a
was
lot.
wild as shit.
It was crazy. There's some good.
I thought that was a devil church the
Hard
first
man.
time I went there because I was stoned.
And
There's
everybody's banging.
biker deacons. There's these little rooms, yeah,
Smoking cigarettes,
yeah.
like
little
inside.
right dogs walking around just pissing and shitting all over with the pews pushed to the side. I'm like, this is a real church. And you're like, yes, brother, yes. I'm like, please stop calling me brother. This is a real church. Like y'all take like, and he's like, yes, you don't pay taxes. Yes.
Why are those two over there having oral sex?
I mean, I thought for sure I was going to run
I've
into.
never had that in my church.
I thought for sure I was going to run into Charles Manson at some point. Every time I was there, it's like I'm going to run, or David Koresh. I was like, something bad's going to happen here. That's why God's Place. That's it. It's one place in time. It could never exist again. That kind of place now would not be able to exist because of all the crazies,
internet.
and the internets, and the webs, and all the glistening dicks bands trying to play.
That was like the place to go see shows.
It
too.
was, man. Remember
'Cause you could
Embodiment?
also- yeah.
That Christian death metal band that was so
Embodiment,
awesome.
3 days.
Yeah,
Glisten.
dude, I know Jacob. I grew up with Jacob from 3 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, that's actually I think how we played a show with Glisten. I think you have to ask other people, man. But yeah,
I don't even know who to ask.
Josh.
Like, is there anybody still alive from that time
Josh.
period? Josh. And he would know?
Probably.
He's doing Navy shit right now.
That's right.
So, Can't ask
Just
him.
ask other people. That's gonna be my reply to everything from now on.
I
Just
don't know.
ask
Just
other
ask
people.
other people.
I
I
don't
don't care.
fucking know. Some gay cancer shit.
Oh, here
Just go
we
ask
go.
other people. Were you shocked that I went into that at California?
Yes.
You're like, oh dear, don't
Oh,
do
God.
it. Don't do the rant.
Don't do this. Don't do
Don't
this.
rant
There's
right
too
now.
many people around
I'm
us
too-
right now.
I've ate
There's
too many
of these
edibles.
California
I've ate too many edibles. I can't do
Vegan.
this.
non-gender
But yeah,
binary
God's-
people around here.
Remember MXPX?
Yeah.
I saw
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I played a show with them there once.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
We were way down on the bill, but I considered it the same bill. It was some kind of festival thing.
Yeah,
That's
man, what's
cool.
great about that? So I was in Hurley High School when that place was in its heyday.
Yeah.
So you could get in underage, and it was like not.
Yeah,
it
that was like the
a
one
cool
venue that
place
you
to go.
didn't. Yeah. Except for those Charles Manson rooms and stuff. That was weird. Here's the one thing I always wanted to know. And
What's a
if I
Charles
ever,
Manson room?
You had to go. Did you ever go
Yes,
there?
but I
Up
never
in
saw
the
a Charles Manson
dude.
room.
They had those rooms
That's where
quartered
the
off
round
with like
beds
sheets
were
and
with
stuff.
all the
and
couches around it.
They had what?
What?
No.
Yeah, those
I'm
little side
okay.
rooms,
I say Charles Manson rooms, but they were more like these hippies, like opiate rooms, is what they look like. From like, they were all like separated with sheets and blankets and shit, and then there was all these Christmas lights and weird shit in there. Please tell me I'm not the only one that went in there, because I will go start going to therapy.
You got some regressive memories.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Maybe I did go to the wrong room with that place.
Whoa. How am I alive? You never
So-
left, buddy.
Yeah. I'm just still there. So anyway, my one question is, I want to ask Todd. I can say Todd, or does I need to say Vaden?
I don't know.
But anyway,
Whatever he
if
goes
they
by
ever
this
played
week.
there, if Toadie's ever played a show at God's Place, I'd like to know that. That'd be my one question for him if we ever get to interview him.
I have one question for you. Did you ever
ever-
play God's Place?
And I'm out.
That's a
And
good
I'm
one.
out.
It's about as interesting. Never mind.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hits the mic.
Cool.
Neat.
Dusty can take over the show.
Yeah. No. Next.
Yeah.
Next.
Maybe that should be my question for any band that we interview.
What's the weirdest
You
place
guys
you
ever
guys
play
have ever played?
God's Place?
But hey, that's New Year's. There you go. Starting off 2020.
What?
We've played.
You've had this? It's the
What was the
blueberry
weirdest
sour.
place we've played?
Which one is that?
I think they
Blueberry
changed the
sour.
name of it now. It's called something else now.
We were in a previous band, and we were pretty like blues Americana, and we played with a bunch of metal bands at the Rail Club. That was
yeah.
that was interesting because we did not fit
Not at all.
at
That was my best show, though.
It
I
was-
flew in. I was in Germany for 2 weeks, and I flew in that same night. We went and did that show, and I was like, "Let's do this!"
Yeah.
I was so excited.
Yeah,
what
it
what was
it
the
a
band
lot.
called?
The Loose.
The Loose?
The Loose. The Loose.
Those are always fun though when you don't fit at all.
Yeah, when you don't
You're
fit
like,
in
Yeah,
at
no,
all.
it's
Here
great.
we go.
Yeah.
It's always great when you don't fit in and then you're the last band playing and everybody leaves. It's great. We had a
Oh,
great,
that's very common for us
yeah,
right now.
yeah, no, we had a great time though playing
J&J's?
at J&J's Pizza
Oh, man, that was a
up in
blast.
Oh,
Denver.
dude, downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
Yeah.
great.
It's fucking awesome.
We were setting up, and literally, I looked up, and fucking
Like-
everybody's gone except maybe one or two people from each band, and it's like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother started setting up
And the
sound
pizzas.
there for I guess
Yeah.
about a month ago, and he got us in there, and it was just
It's all dingy down there, too.
Yeah, dude, it was just a dumb good time. We were
So
just
great.
like, fuck it, let's just play whatever we want, whenever we
Yeah,
want.
I think we just threw
Did you-
the set list to the wind, and we were
Yeah,
like,
we're
what do you
just-
want to play?
let's
This?
play
Cool,
this
let's
one.
do it.
Hey, caller, you remember
Dude,
that one? I don't know.
A few,
fun gig.
like last year, I used to work that square a lot. I was down there. I sound like a drug dealer, but no, I had to clean the beer lines out there and stuff.
I was playing Pokemon, and there was
Yeah.
a bunch of
That did happen
there's a
for
bunch
sure.
of gyms around there, and I'm
But
trying to get them. But
One of the guys I was with, I was like, "Yeah, they got a stage downstairs." I was like, "Yeah, I know, man." He's like, "Yeah, I bet you they have some real good bands down there." Like, not knowing, I was like, "Dude, they actually have had some of the best shows in
Yeah.
Denton in that place."
Most deaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't want to thrash them.
No.
you should have.
Yeah, I should have,
What was it?
but I didn't. So yeah, that's awesome. I love those dingy. One time I played a show, and remember when I told you about Steadfast playing in the middle, right across the street from like Sunshine and Rainbow, and not
Yep.
Rainbow, Sunshine Bar in Caves.
That gay bar that's right over there across the street.
I don't know if it was gay, but this dude.
Yeah, well, I don't think it was
the
back
guy,
then,
The
but
guy
now it is.
fucking. There was a dude that would rev up
Can't
his
think of the name of
bike
it.
while you played, and that freaked me out because that happened. And then we also were sitting there playing. We didn't fit in with anybody there. It was like we played with this band called Mudflap, and they were like metal. And we were like just this little rock band.
I love that name.
What a great name.
Yeah.
Mudflap.
Where y'all, Mudflap?
This guy gets up.
And that's it.
and
Glistening Mudflap.
comes up to me. He'd been drinking a lot and we all had, and then pushes the guy that played guitar, the dude from Whiskey Dick, comes up to me, pushes me with just a dead stare, like nothing at all. While we're playing, I'm still singing, and he comes up and does that. And then we get done, and he just stands there right in front of me. I was like, what? This guy's going to fucking stab me at some point. Like, somehow I offended this man, and I don't know how. And so we finally get done playing the song, and he comes up, man, and he goes, hey, love you guys. And then walked out the bar, man, just fucking left.
We had some.
He was like, I'm not leaving the front of this guy until he's done, and then I'm going to tell him, I love you guys, and then I'm walking out. Me and Johnson were just like,
Thought we were going to die.
Thanks, bro.
yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks.
Get him out of
He
here.
really
That's crazy,
really
man.
scared me there.
Is O'Reilly still around?
Yep.
Yes.
Out in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure I've seen some stuff posted on there
We, I was once eating, did a show there
at O'Reilly's.
where they,
Did
like,
a few, didn't we?
the headlining band was running late because they were coming from San Antonio or some shit.
Like the 12:30 a.m. band.
Well, no.
Yeah, that's really why we don't play there anymore.
This is like
I thought it was 'cause
this
of the
was like
barbecue,
11:30. They were supposed to go on because we played like at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And the lady there's like, they're not here yet. Can y'all just keep playing? So it got to the point to where we're pulling out instrumental demos and shit. Remember that?
Did we
That
play the
place is
set twice?
weird. Oh, we may have started
can't-
the
Just,
set
just
over.
start it over. You're like, fuck, let's do it.
well,
That's
I-
everything.
oh,
like
that's
it took
awesome.
forever.
love
And then
that.
finally we started seeing people bringing in gear. And we're like, thank fucking God.
And the thing,
Get off
remember,
stage now.
remember
Get off
no one
stage,
showed
you
it.
just
There was
guys
only
load
like
up. Come on.
there was only
Every-
like your friend that remember that girl, that really cute girl that was a jazz singer,
Yeah.
and then her friend, and that was it. Like
no, that was at Rubber Gloves that night.
no, not that one. I'm talking
That was the night
about
it snowed.
no. There was another time where we played O'Reilly's or
I only played O'Reilly's once. I was like, I'm never coming back here.
yeah, it was
ever
just us and like three
again.
girls.
Maybe it was.
It was and one of them you were about to record some jazz demo or something with. It was her.
Oh, that was way.
Was that
I
my
didn't start doing that shit with her till way later.
I thought
we
that
were
was
on-
I was once eating.
Yeah. But I didn't do that with her till later.
No, maybe it's the wrong girl.
I think
Sorry,
every
cute
time-
girl that sings jazz.
Yeah, we had two experiences at that O'Reilly's. First one, we were playing just a regular old set, and it was around Memorial Day, and Sam here decides to say, hey, so what you guys doing this weekend for Memorial Day? And dude that would happen to be sitting up front for whatever reason, he comes up and starts yelling about barbecue. What was he saying? He was like,
Smoke is not a flavor.
It's a
Yeah,
condiment.
smoke
Smoke's
is
a
not a flavor. It's a condiment.
And
He ends up
He
taking
grabbed
the
my mic,
and just ranting
wouldn't
about
give it back,
Yeah.
and like was running away from me, still trying to like yelling about proper
The guy in
Texas
the back, the
barbecue.
sound guy's
amazing.
going.
How long
Yeah.
did this go on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Told him to keep
Well,
going.
no,
Like,
it's like
way
some
longer
guy
than
was
it
just
should
like,
have.
come on, guys, let's just keep it going.
So it's
And
like, all right,
they were just
click,
like,
click,
here.
click.
I was like, here, have my microphone, and we just went into the next song. Until
But
the
he
guy
kept
just
going.
Gave
He
up,
kept- but
and
like,
just
a,
like,
it
yeah.
was like
The sound
30
guy-
seconds into us playing that
Yeah.
he finally
And
said.
like he
Well,
was
the sound
already
guy, I think,
singing the
turned
verse,
his
and the
shit
guy's
off,
still
too.
talking. The guy just finally turned around and was like, threw the mic down and walked away.
Yeah, and
Did he
then-
get his point across? Where people are like, yeah, that's right,
But-
man.
Yeah.
He's right.
Nobody was
What?
disagreeing or arguing with him at all.
Yeah.
It's like,
It was like his own little Romo's a miracle
Yes.
moment.
You're
Romo's a
lucky, though.
miracle.
At least it was just that, not a veteran getting up there and starting to bitch at y'all about, this is Memorial Day. You're supposed to remember our fallen soldiers and blah, blah, blah.
No, we use this day to barbecue meat.
It's not
Get
time
outta
to buy
here.
a mattress or a TV.
It's gonna offend
It's for
everyone today.
remembrance. Because it is. We talk about that every Memorial Day, that all these fucking sales are going on, and that's not what it's for. You shouldn't buy a TV or a mattress on Memorial Day. I mean, if you need one, you can.
you should
you
drink
get good
beer
sales.
and cook ribs.
Buy one
Sounds
for
like you
a
hate the
veteran,
troops,
maybe.
Buy
bro.
one for a veteran.
I'm supporting the troops. We have someone that walks 47 miles or
Sounds like you
Every
hate
year.
the troops.
on that.
What are you,
march.
Vietnamese or something?
Yeah, that's what I am.
You Jane Fonda?
I
Your dad
am.
ever say that? That Jane Fonda whore.
No, my dad.
You guys
never
ever
said
hear that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. You gotta. You
Actually,
go,
I just
every
watched
once in a
that Ken Burns doc. And
My
Yeah,
dad
that's,
was more
that was
like,
Vietnam.
let's go watch Barbarella.
Let's go
Yeah,
get some
right,
meth.
right.
Boobs in space.
Let's
Wow.
let's
Let's
get
watch her get
meth.
dressed.
Let's get meth
The
and watch
intro.
Barbarella.
My dad never said, let's get meth and watch Barbarella. Maybe let's get stoned and watch Barbarella.
Oh man, that I forgot it. Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda whore.
That whore. And then I got it backwards and saw like Barbara Mandrell on some fucking like country contemporary show that was like on a Saturday night. It was like Barbara Mandrell, that whore. My dad's like, why would you say that about a young, a great young Christian woman singer?
Was that when he went in the backyard and threw you
Killed
around
the-
and smashed your head
killed the
against a
golden
tree?
retriever.
Oh. That's when he killed the golden retriever? It was because you screwed up Barbara Mandrell?
He's like, yeah.
These are happy family stories. This
We're happy to now be a part of them.
childhood, bro.
Then I had that uncle that would pay me $20
To sit on his lap?
and wiggle.
He'd throw an extra 20 if you wiggled? Jesus. Stubbs, we need to
think
sit
this
down and
is,
have some thought.
It's no wonder you and Matt Thompson are so close.
I mean, bodies in the wall or children's bodies versus this. I'm just.
Yeah, which would you rather deal
Oh,
with?
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
what I'm wondering. I'm like,
Is
oh
that-
god, with the dilemma.
Does that guy still exist?
Yeah. I think he moved
That's one
back
of the all
here.
time. We need to go find that audio and
There's
play that.
no
dude.
finding it. I'll go get it right now. I know pretty much exactly
One
where
of the
it's
most
at.
shocking moments ever.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you listen to the show forever, you know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Go over in my lap and give Uncle Joe a wiggle.
Here's your $20.
Here's your $20. God damn.
Oh shit.
I don't want to wiggle.
Jesus.
Billy, is there another beer in there?
There's a lot of beers in there. Just you're gonna need them.
Hand me one of those shitty Metallica ones. I don't care, man.
Yeah. Try one of those shitty Metallica ones. I want to see if I'm the only one that thinks it's shitty.
I want to try it.
I'll take the
I really like the can though.
Enter night.
Yeah.
Oh
Enter
god.
night.
Is this
Oh,
like a
amazing.
stout or
Is
something?
it Stone or who makes that one?
I think it is Stone that makes it.
Ooh, well, let's find
Yeah.
out.
Is,
It's
what does it say? Enter
Candido.
Saison?
Oh no, it's the arrogant,
it's
arrogant
a-
bastard ale motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's well, yeah. And that's Stone.
Is that Stone?
I think it's Stone.
Stone makes arrogant. Bastard.
Bullshit.
I think Stone makes it.
Yeah.
They make all those demon beers and shit.
Yeah,
Because they're
The Born on beers.
They're that SoCal badass
they're
dudes.
evil, man.
At least this is okay. So it says some
Oh,
stuff. On the
that's a
side
good
of the
one.
Can. You want me to, have you,
If- do you wanna
have,
read it?
Mustache,
have
golden
you
mustache.
read this?
I have read it.
Have you? So currently, I'm holding Enter Night Pilsner. It's a Metallica themed beer done by
Let me guess. It's
arrogant.
dark.
Oh, dude. Just
It's
wait.
black.
This is what it says on the side of the can.
You need to play some Metallica while he does this.
I would, but YouTube will kick us off.
Oh, that's right.
So.
We'll just do a shitty rendition of Enter Sandman when we get back to that. Okay, so here we go.
Where's the acoustic at?
It's on. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
It's on. It's time to get started. To crank things up. To get loud. Exactly. That thumping you feel in your chest isn't your imagination.
Oh, it's
It's your heart.
Oh.
It's life. It's the rockin' tunes. It's your inspiration wanting to break out. It ain't gonna sit there waiting, so motherfucking grab it. This is a collaboration in the truest sense between two entities that were born on the fringes. We've navigated life from a different perspective. We imagine things differently from what they were and set about using our art to change the world according to our vision. We started being misunderstood by many
That was
and
ours
loved
apart.
by few. That's the same. That
How long is this?
Jesus.
I didn't know there was
like
so
a,
much
fucking beer.
it's a goddamn thesis, all right? Jesus.
I just
Really
wanted
good
a
eyes, man.
beer.
Here we go. Today, that's the same. But that few has become more, a lot more. That's you, my friend, and we are stoked you are with us on this journey. The day is winding down. It's time to get started. No more waiting. It's time to get loud.
Are you ad-libbing now? It's not this long. There's
Dude,
no
I'm
way.
not that clever. All right.
Lars totally wrote
It's
that.
time
you start
to
over?
that long-winded
hold on.
motherfucker.
This is like the big closer right here.
All right, punchline. Here's the
It's
punchline.
time to endure night.
Hey, read it again real quick.
Yeah, can you start it over?
No, I felt like
on,
I
we
took.
need-
I felt
we're
like
gonna
I was
put a
taking
filter
too
on
long.
this one.
I didn't think it was going to
think
take that long.
We need to sing it more. Do it more lousy.
Give it some.
Laws.
No, see, I can't tilt the can over since I opened it already. So
Can you read it again and we'll play a shitty snare?
Hey, okay, question for you guys.
that sounds like the beginning of one of our new songs.
Dustin's going to pay you $1,000.
Y'all have a shitty
Dustin's
snare?
going to pay me $1,000. Hold on a second.
what?
Knew that'd
here,
get their
guys.
attention.
I could call into work all weekend.
You got to
if I
play
got
one.
paid $1,000.
You got to play one
tonight.
Metallica cover though. What is it going to be? What is
Yeah, where do y'all sit with Metallica? We like to ask
Ooh,
this of
Kill
all
'Em
our
All's
guests.
badass.
Bruce Magnus?
Man.
Which song would you do?
Ooh, well, no, Four Horsemen's way too damn long. Hit the lights, totally.
Yeah.
No,
What do you
There
think,
you go.
man?
I like it. The lights.
the same here, dude.
But you gotta you just
Don't
fire
say
it.
Inner Sandman.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it
I'm
just
not a big
starts out-
fan of them.
I mean, I love
so
those
don't
like
really
just
be Inner
brief,
Sandman.
like
That- I
quick
only know, like, 4
solos
songs.
Kirk does. Oh man,
Sure,
that's so
maybe
good.
Fuel, just because the beginning has the cool.
But yeah,
That's about it.
that is like the high point of the song.
Yeah.
From there, it's just
Yeah, that's-
downhill,
You
man.
actually pulled something off reload?
Yeah.
He says
That's what I'm saying. I'm not really a big
yeah, he's
fan.
not a
so-
Metallica fan.
Okay.
So
No, I was out in
I tried to be. I really did.
I was out in Colorado
get it.
and just I hopped into a Walmart to go take a leak or something, and I happened to come across
how do
one
you
of the,
hop into a Walmart?
because that was the
Like
only
this.
thing around.
Swing.
Like east
I'm
of
here.
Boulder. So I go in there, I take a leak, and I happen to come across one of those $5 CD bins, and I totally buy that album. And because there's like a Fuel's fun, but I actually really like the groove. And there was a song called what was it, Devil's Dance or something. It's just like it's got a real.
Wasn't that the
groovy
same album
groove.
that had
King, where's your crown, King?
Yes, yes.
That was on load.
Yeah.
Load.
Oh, it was?
That was on load.
Oh, okay. That's the one
The-
that had Hero of the Day.
The
Didn't it?
good thing about load and reload, both of
babe
them,
tried to
is
give me-
the last songs are epic.
Yeah.
The Outlaw Thorn and I forgot what the other one was, but those last songs on those record are badass. The rest of the record can just throw away.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
Yeah.
a lot of garbage. I think their hits off the one I got was Fuel. Then there was The Memory Remains.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
There we go.
That's
Boom.
my uncle's
We
aunt.
just did a Bruce Magnus cover of a Metallica song.
There you go.
There you go. Done.
So
Acapella,
suck it,
bitch.
Damn it.
Yeah. So what else?
I don't know. Maybe
Alright.
okay. What Van Halen cover would you do?
Oh, shit. Yeah, because I'm gonna need some covers for my new show if it ever takes off.
Panama.
Oh, it's gonna take off.
Yeah, Panama. That's totally a Bruce.
Panama.
Hell
Also, this is kind of super cheeseball, but I really love Why Can't This Be Love? Yeah, it's super cheeseball, but I fucking love it. But
Well,
Panama.
he
number
said
one.
I'm cheesy for loving Finish What You Started.
I don't like that song.
That
I like-
guitar, that
I
weird
like-
ass guitar riff and lick that he's just fucking around.
That's one of my
at the beginning.
favorite Sammy songs, though. Is
Come
Why Can't
on,
This
babe.
Be Love?
Yeah.
Pound Cake.
I love Pound Cake. Pound
That's a
Cake's
good one
great.
too. That drum beat.
So at practice last week,
Pound Cake.
there was a drill sitting on the floor, and guess what Dave had to do?
Really?
He picked it up and played his guitar with a drill.
Nice.
And we had to go into Pound Cake.
Yeah. Which there's a epic show in the universe somewhere floating around still.
Yeah, we gotta stop talking about Van Halen.
Yeah. They're gonna
There's
sue us
way
at some
too
point.
much Van Halen talk this
Yeah.
weekend. Way too much.
Well, it mainly had to do with our new documentary that we're gonna do.
My new TV series.
Documentary. I thought it was gonna be a miniseries. Now it's a full.
It's a web series. It's just like a 4-minute, 5-minute web series. And we talk. It's on this week's Bed Files, where I've got it all lined up. We go to different pancake houses and breakfast eateries, and we eat their waffles. And we come up with I mean, there's a rating scale, so we rate their waffles on the lead singer of Van Halen. So Gary Sharon being the worst.
This is the rating scale.
Yeah.
So Gary Sharon's the worst.
Yeah. Then we came to the conclusion.
This is where we get into fights.
That
right here.
that Dave would be on top.
Dave will be on top.
Okay.
So it's a 3.
Sammy's in the middle.
Yeah, Sammy's in the middle, and then we got Gary
So
on the bottom.
you know, you go somewhere good like Old South, and you're like, oh yeah, man, these are Dave. You know,
We're giving these a Dave.
we're giving these a Dave. And then the whole time there's Van Halen playing in the background.
Nothing but Van Halen.
Nothing but Van Halen. And then we talk about the establishment and we relate it to a Van Halen song.
Mhm.
So that way you get an idea.
Everything ties
Together.
to Van Halen.
And the name of the show is For Unlawful Waffle Knowledge.
Unlawful.
That's the best part.
Yes.
I think we could sell that to Howard Stern, dude.
For
He'd be in on
Unlawful
that.
Waffle Knowledge.
Dude, I think I'll finance that. That's what he would do. Howard Stern is
Please do
the Matt
that.
Thomas of big timeness. I think I'd finance that.
Yeah, I was going to say, when
Yeah.
did Howard Stern start sounding like that?
I don't know, man.
So anyway, yes, that's my new web series
Say it
coming.
again.
For Unlawful Waffle Knowledge. Falk.
Yeah. And it's going to start off with us just hitting the local scene, the local
Yeah.
waffle scene, you know?
We're going to hit
It's
the
like,
IHOP, the Old
What?
West.
Oh, I thought we were going to just do mom and pops.
So
it's
know,
everything.
I gotta ask, like,
Whoever makes a waffle, we're going to go.
where does Waffle House fall onto that little?
We got to go over there. I haven't had a Waffle
We
House
haven't
in a
started
while.
we haven't started the show yet. Like
Yeah,
when
we
we
gotta
start,
get it
if we
going.
told you that now, we
Well, I'm
it's
trying
a
to
spoiler.
cheat.
It's a
Just do it on your fingers. Nobody's
See,
watching.
then I think there would be.
Shit. Well, we'll go with you. We'll just go to this one right up.
I'll give you. I'll give
you
you
know
a
what?
clue.
Podcast over. Let's go
Dude,
right now.
Yeah, I'll
Wait.
give you a clue of where Waffle House will sit. Okay.
Okay.
He's
Right now,
there's
no tomorrow. So it's in the middle of the road, you know, because that's Sam.
So,
Okay.
but
It's getting a little
fucking
too
genius,
this show's
man.
getting crazy.
Count me out, guys.
No,
Oh,
this show's
wait.
like
He's already
Just
done.
make it all percussive.
Man, I can't
Okay,
do
he's
that.
done.
You
Yeah,
can't
I'm
take
done.
a cup and like.
Oh yeah, to answer your question, this beer is it's got like
Count
the,
me
it,
out.
it happens to have a metallic taste, and it might just be. because
Whoa.
it's
That's because of the copper. They
dude, I don't know. It's
The-
it's just
the,
one of
uh,
those beers that just has like this sharp like
Yeah,
metal taste to it.
they
It's
line it
like-
with tampons the inside, so it tastes like copper.
Dude.
well, that's weird.
Dude.
That went a little too far.
Metal.
That was a
Yeah.
little too much. I thought we were just hiding
Metal.
kids on the wall.
Metal.
You say kids on the wall, and I say tampons, and I'm the one I'm the
A
asshole.
little too far.
Thanks.
So I had a chance.
Okay,
the
I'd
other
like to
day-
apologize to Metallica, to Stone Beer,
I had a-
Metallica, Lars, all
Man,
you guys. I'm
I'm
sorry,
telling you,
And
James.
tampons.
Man, I'm telling. I don't know if it is Stone.
Arrogant bastard.
It
Oh,
is.
is
It is arrogant bastard. Is that Stone?
I thought it was made by Stone.
I thought it
Oh,
was
it is.
Stones.
I believe it is.
Maybe you're not.
I don't know. Have y'all seen Blackened, the whiskey? I had a chance to buy a bottle of this the other day at Total Wine and More up there at the Alliance or whatever.
Yeah, we're more beer drinkers than
Whiskey?
Yeah.
So the thing with this whiskey is each batch has sat in barrels while a Metallica playlist has played. And each member of the band gets to build a different playlist for each batch.
What the fuck?
What?
This sounds like their
deals
idea.
are they?
They play it super fucking loud so it vibrates the casks, the whiskey casks.
So
And they have a whole picture of their
How much is it?
Dude.
distillery. It's not that much, but it's supposed to be, you know, it was brewed, it was
Made out of rock.
rested and
Resurrected by rock.
sat in the cask while listening to Metallica. And that the beats of the music, you know, the notes
That's
of the
gotta
music
be
or
Lars.
whatever,
That's
have
gotta be a
soaked
Lars
into the
thing.
whiskey.
That's got to be a Lars Ulrich thing. Like he's really close to.
I bet if we just pissed in a jar, that we could totally sell that.
He's
Put
pretty
some
close
alcohol.
to Gene Simmons with ideas
That's
of
what I
what
was
to
about to
sell,
say.
right?
Him and
Yeah.
Gene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Say your line. Go ahead.
Gene Simmons.
Never mind. So I was walking around with Dave at NAM, and he said he almost wore. He had it in his bag. His shirt that says it should have been Lars,
Totally should have. Why
Wait.
didn't he?
and he was gonna wear it. It should have been Lars, and it's got a picture of Cliff on it.
Yeah, but his dad just.
And he was gonna wear it around Nam, but he was like,
Yeah, it was a weird because his father just passed away.
Yeah.
Cliff Burton's father just passed away.
Oh,
So
well,
that would have been a
doesn't
bad.
affect.
It still would have been like, okay, that's kind of bad taste to be walking around Nam, because there's definitely would have been people that knew.
Exactly what was going on.
Yeah. and
Instead, he wore. Remember that time RoboCop shot that dude in the dick?
Yeah.
We should never forget.
And
Hold on a second. We're going to talk about
Not
that
just
scene.
one dude in the dick.
You guys
Yeah.
know. You guys know what I'm
Multiple
about to
dudes.
bring up.
Lots of dudes.
Have you seen the RoboCop remake?
Yes.
And
Yes.
not that bullshit with what's his face.
Wait, which one's the bullshit one?
Scene 24, RoboCop remake. I recommend you guys watch that and
Isn't that
talk
what
about
we're all
it.
talking about?
Is that
They're-
what?
With
Where
the
he
rape
shoots
scene,
like
yeah, he
nine
shoots
guys,
nine
like,
guys in the
nine-
dick, just
95
bam, bam, bam,
different-
bam.
Okay, is that what
Yeah.
we're talking about?
Yes.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God, man! I'm so happy we're on the same page right
Yeah,
now.
we're on the
And
same
it
page.
wasn't
Well, we
9.
are.
It
Now
was
you
like
are.
90.
Yeah,
Jesus
it's a
Christ,
whole
like
like 5-minute cut of him just
Yeah,
shooting
no,
people in
it's
the
Just all these
dick.
guys running around.
That same like heroic music is playing,
Dude.
and he's just like,
It was one of the greatest cinematic events ever.
"Have you guys seen the rest of
Dude,
that?
Just
Have you
all
watched
these
the
guys
whole thing?"
running up
Yeah,
with their
hell
dicks
yeah.
hanging out.
Man, I haven't watched it. I just
It's
remember
great.
that scene just being like nuts. Oh,
Dude, you
man.
got to watch it all the way through just because of that scene, man.
No.
You
Is
can't
that
be
like the-
disrespectful and be like,
Yeah,
okay,
no,
so all
oh
the
no,
nut shot.
no. Tell me, is it like the rest of the movie re-edited to be excessive like that?
It kind of is.
It kind of is, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it being
It's the same.
pretty over the top,
Yeah.
but then my
But
taste
that's the
of
scene
gore
that
is
sticks
pretty
out
high.
because of all the dicks just getting exploded.
It's silly gore. I
Dude,
like
there
silly
has
gore.
to be a porn or something that's off that, right?
Rule
Like
34.
someone has had to have done it.
Well, like you shoot someone's dick off, and then it flies in some chick's vagina,
Fuck yeah,
and
dude.
that's the porn.
Oh,
That
what
is that rule.
Now we're a porn
What
thing.
an
tank.
accident!
Yeah. Rule what?
34.
Yeah, that's definitely out there.
Yeah, it's 30.
It's gotta be.
We all have Google machines in our pockets.
I know,
We do.
but we have too bad of ADD, so we're like we forget and move on to the next one before we can.
Well, let's go back to the
fact check last one.
Peppermill Lounge, guys.
Yeah, back at the Peppermill Lounge.
It's
So,
fact check.
anyways,
Anyway, at the Peppermill Lounge.
That's where we should have done the show. We should have done the podcast at the Pepper Lounge.
Yeah,
They'd be
I've,
like,
seen,
"What
I've seen. I've seen a lot.
Whoa,
of
what
dicks
do you
at
got in
the
that
Peppermill
bag?"
Lounge.
Yeah,
Oh,
we had to
shit.
we had to sneak you into disguise.
Yeah, I would have had to wore a fake
See both of us
mustache
with a-
and
Like a Domino's delivery shirt.
a
Yeah.
fucking a Groucho Marx disguise.
That's gonna be my thing now. Whenever I want to go into a show now, get in for free, I just want to dress up as a Domino's guy and have a pizza and walk
Who do I
straight
know,
through.
Yeah,
dude?
dude.
Empty fucking box. Man.
Yeah.
Who do I know?
well, it only works when you go to those places that don't sell food, though.
I'm wearing a Domino's
that-
shirt
which
this
is
Friday.
most venues now.
Yeah.
Can't even talk
Yeah.
straight.
But the thing is,
Could you
no
do
one's
that at
gonna
Lola's?
stop you. Like, because you got to think the door guy's gonna be like, "Oh, the GM or the bartender, someone ordered it that works here," and all you got to do is be like, I don't know, man. Somebody ordered a pizza, man. I don't know. Come on, man.
RoboTuner says
They're like,
that
yeah, go ahead, man.
That's about what he sounded like.
RoboTuner said that they don't have Wi-Fi at the Peppermill Lounge, so we can't even do the show there.
God damn it. The Peppermint Lounge.
I swear to God,
Just
Peppermill.
use,
You know
a
they're not
mobile
listening right
hotspot.
now.
Come on, that'll be plenty.
There is a
plenty
great.
enough.
There's a mom and pop diner right across the street from the Peppermill Lounge.
Do they have waffles? We can
Not
knock out
sure.
2 birds with one
stone. Yep.
for unlawful waffle knowledge.
I
And
suspect
y'all would
it's
have to
pretty
cover
standard Belgian waffle affair.
some Van Halen if you wanted to be on the show.
I'm
You would
having
have to
shirts made.
You'd have to
That
cover
is a
Van Halen song.
requirement.
Yeah.
I'm having shirts
But
made.
you already got it worked out because you said you're going to do Panama.
I think we can do a
If you
phrase.
didn't see how excited Sam was just a moment ago to play Van Halen,
What sucks is there's a local band that used to be around 10, 15 years ago that used to cover Panama, and they did it fucking good.
Yeah.
The
Who?
Feds.
Oh,
the
Feds. The
yeah.
Feds did that too.
oh,
That's
Shit.
fucking awesome. That
'Cause
was one
their
of,
cover
for like 2
Barracuda
years.
I whipped out at practice the other day, and we were all like,
Dude,
"Dude, I forgot how good this was."
for like 2 years. They that's the song that they fucking ended the night with was Panama.
What's Slow Road do?
They did it Hot for Teacher.
Oh, that's right, Hot for Teacher. That's right.
That I'm pretty sure that Feds or not Barracuda, the Panama is recorded somewhere too. I'm pretty sure I heard it recorded at some point.
Let's go hunt that down then.
Yeah, they did it awesome
So let's talk about y'all's show on this Friday.
at the Peppermill Lounge.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, not at the Peppermill.
sorry, Mass. We're canceling. We're moving the show to the Peppermill
Peppermill
Lounge.
Lounge.
Meech Pango at the Peppermill Lounge. You know, I'm sure they'd appreciate that.
They love that.
I'm pretty sure they've done that.
Yeah.
Are they?
You know, Fortress
everybody-
Fest,
certainly hope
Peppermill
so.
Lounge. That's our progression within the last 9 months that we've just gone from Fortress Fest to Peppermill.
So yeah, what about the show, Dustin?
So who all's there with y'all?
So opening up the show would be hold on,
Red Admirals.
he's not dead. This is good. Talking about Matt here.
Yeah.
It'd
Yeah, I'm
be
not dead. I
opening
did
up
not
the show
die.
would be Red Admirals and our good pals Josh and the Jet Noise.
Oh, imagine that. Y'all are doing a show with them.
yeah, Meech Payne.
Shocker.
I think you only asked this question so you
Shocker.
could say that.
Yes, and then Meech Pango, then the Mighty Magnus.
Sounds like a rocking show.
It's going to
It
be
is.
fun.
If there's a
That'd be
pizza
good.
guy that shows up, y'all just wave him in.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
maybe
Yeah, it's
I'm
maybe
gonna
this
try
will
to
be
acquire
the
a
time.
Domino's shirt.
What type
I am
of
too,
pizza
man.
will we be ordering that day?
What's it? Was that?
He's requiring that I bring a pizza.
You should. Yeah, you absolutely should.
You
bring
know
a
what you
pizza.
got to put out
That'd
there
be
is
cool.
that
Drug talk like
Hey,
the whole pizza,
hey, if you
bro,
bring
or
us a
just like
pizza,
half
we'll
a
bring you
pizza?
up on stage and make you feel really important.
That'd totally make me feel important too.
Yeah,
I'd be
I
like, I'm the
know.
pizza guy. I
"Uh,
don't know. I got pizza here.
I got jokes.
Yeah. They're bad too.
They'll just push you up.
Everybody like, what the fuck just happened
What is
during
going
Bruce
on?
Magnus's
Yeah.
set?
Let's go up there and start doing Bill Cosby jokes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think you should put it out there for people that are y'all's fans is like, they need to order a pizza and time it for when y'all are on stage. So Pizza Dude rolls
Yeah.
in and just throws the
Like
pizza on stage.
Pizza dude.
I mean, that's the
after pizza
ultimate
dude.
fandom.
Hey, we wouldn't have to stop and get food on the way home anymore.
And the one who picks up
It's
is
true,
Bruce
man.
Magnus. They're gonna come in thinking it's like, all right, we have pizza for Bruce Magnus. Who's that? Oh, they're up on stage. It's like, which one is that? Oh no, they are Bruce Magnus.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what was the idea we had a couple of weeks ago about a band delivering pizzas?
That was our idea of marketing.
Our marketing
Yeah,
ploy
yeah.
where a band sets up a deal to where
Yeah, you go to their booth.
you go to their booth, you get, like, if
Out
you
of a
picked up
bowl.
a sticker or
Yeah.
a business card or whatever that had a little secret message on the back, and if they ordered
Followed
a
the
pizza,
directions.
followed directions and ordered a pizza during this certain day at this certain time, the pizza's free. But the band shows up to deliver the pizza.
On the house.
They have to be a
The
fan
band
of you
pizza.
guys, so
And
That
then
was
you
our
would
idea.
deliver it.
y'all
Yeah.
deliver the pizza.
Y'all don't
No.
seem excited about this.
No, not at all.
No, but
They're like, that sounds like work.
Yeah, it's just,
This sounds like work.
It's a good bit.
we are
It's like a
adverse to the work.
We have to have fans first.
Just
so.
kidding.
I mean, that's why bands like,
That's why none of us have ever done it.
and that's why the bands we talked about that did cool shit like that are where they are.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
See?
One of them just served barbecue at a major event in L.A.
Yeah, who just happens to lead the maybe
Biggest
the
rock band
biggest
ever.
rock band right now.
And almost got some static from Stubbs.
Yeah, you almost pushed him out of the way because he touched
Oh,
me,
man. Don't be coming up on my boy like that.
and then he
I'm
made
from
us.
Crenshaw.
He made us some meat.
Did you tell him
and
not
it
to
was
be a
just like,
pretender
hey
anymore?
man, how's it going?
No, it's just like, oh, whoa. I think he freaked out more because of me going, whoa,
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, hey man.
whoa. Yeah, I got to get in my barbecue,
We'll
man.
get into all that later
Yeah.
because I kind of remember who all was at that show.
And-
Everybody was fucking there. There's a video if you hop on YouTube and look up
Yeah.
Dime Bash 2020 and look up Roots or Roots Bloody Roots, whichever way you want to put in there. That's when they pulled out all the drummers along the front of the stage that were there, and it's like if that room blew up right then, like 3/4 of the cool bands that are going right now would be gone.
Or how about one of
Like,
how about
it's
one
like-
of your videos showing up on fucking Blabbermouth?
Yeah, can we talk about that? Because
Yeah.
we use Blabbermouth as a source quite a bit, and
They used us.
suddenly one of my videos is up on Blabbermouth.
Yeah.
It's like, hell yeah. What's up?
Yeah, that was cool. If you want to see one of Dustin's videos from that night.
And all the
it's up.
Blabbermouth outlets. So it's on Loudwire. It's on.
Yeah, it's got that BMX dude.
Metal, whatever.
I think the guy, the announcer, he used to do a bunch of announcing for X Games and stuff.
Yeah, he was a BMX rider. Won a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
He was
gotcha.
singing.
A new
And,
level. New level.
What's his name? Tony from Static X is playing
Mhm.
bass.
Yep. Look how that works.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's what I'm saying. We need to keep these think tank ideas that we're coming up with in here.
In here.
Because we keep getting more broke
You
and
know
other
what?
people keep getting more rich.
You never know who might be serving barbecue in my backyard.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
One of us might deliver y'all pizza.
Yeah. Someone might show up at y'all show in a Domino's. There may be a run on Domino's pizza shirts at thrift stores before Friday.
All of a sudden, Kmart starts putting out
Yeah, they're
Domino
like, where are
shirts.
these
Like,
Domino's?
man,
Special on Domino's.
Yeah.
Domino's.
No, man, just
Hey.
follow the zeitgeist, man. We don't know. Just
As
go.
much as I
Go.
buy from our Domino's down the street, I should be able to get a shirt.
me
I should
too,
be able to
man.
send a message. Listen,
Domino's
I'm spending
is my
a fuck ton
total-
of money, and I tip really well.
dude,
Can I get a shirt?
Give me the shirt off your back.
Put that in the
As a-
special instructions.
So I live in this weird
Very
prison
much.
type
Sure,
place,
sure.
like that fucking you is a hassle to get food delivered. So the one people that don't fuck it up and have done it several times that I trust now is Domino's. So that's my give up all the time. I'm like, I really want a decent meal. I had Domino's at lunch. I had Domino's for breakfast. Would it be bad to order it a third time in one day? Because I just don't feel like fucking with anything. And I'll even come with it a third time in one day.
So you have 3 boxes stacked up
Sometimes I'll.
in the fridge,
Yeah.
and that's what causes issues. You have 3 boxes in there. You need to learn to consolidate boxes, sir.
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do. No, the thing is, I switch it up too. I don't get the same order.
Oh.
Like
Do
I'll
you
do
order the
like I'll do the
chicken
get
and
one
the
of their
pasta?
sandwiches or something sometimes, which aren't bad but aren't like just amazing. So it'll be random box. It's not like 3 huge ass pizza boxes.
Do you tip well?
Fuck yeah. I want them to love me as I love them. It's the only way you do it, man.
Oh, he orders a lot of Domino's.
I'm gonna get a
it's
shirt.
okay,
Catch you up real
I'm
quick.
gonna acquire a shirt before
did it.
Friday.
We're a
3 times
Pizza
in
Hut
one day
house,
one time.
right?
But long and short of it is, I'm due a shirt too.
Y'all got a Pizza
I'm
Hut
bought in.
that'll deliver to you?
Yeah, we do actually.
Y'all aren't that far from
That's
us.
the one on Denton Highway.
Do you not?
They
There's the
want.
one
They
on-
said they wouldn't deliver to us.
There's the one on Denton Highway.
That's the one I always order from.
Jeez.
Yeah, they said they wouldn't deliver to us.
Oh,
So I miss a good old
maybe
Pizza
it's the
Hut.
neighborhood.
Yeah, Pizza Hut's-
Could be.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I want to go to that San Diego Tacos, man.
Yeah.
And do a show, dude.
San Diego
Is that
Tacos
good?
is
I ate
amazing.
there today.
I want to go there.
Is that your first
I
time?
ate out, no.
Oh, okay.
Their Al Pastor is
Man,
phenomenal.
I think
Dude,
they
that
closed-
place. I keep trying to tell Susie and Jeff, we need to come over here. Y'all are taco heads. You need to come eat this place. It's fucking
It's
amazing.
so
It's
good.
so legit.
absolutely.
You walk in and you see the size of their menu, and you like that causes me to worry. But man, their food.
You
is-
get menu anxiety?
Oh yeah,
I do
dude.
too
You
sometimes.
get
man.
anxiety about a lot
No,
of things.
menu
I do.
anxiety is a
I
thing,
am,
dude.
I am infested with
That's a real
anxiety,
thing,
man.
dude. That's a real thing. Menu anxiety is a real
Yeah.
thing. I get it too, man.
Yeah, no,
It's like,
it's like
No.
stick with what's good,
Yeah.
and then whatever. But
Like,
their menu's huge,
cheese-
and they're like, oh,
like the
well,
You should
yeah,
never
you
go
know,
to
it's pretty good.
BJ's.
Dude, the Cheesecake
No.
Factory is the same way, man.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
too big.
Cheesecake
It's too
Factory.
much stuff, and it sends me into a existential crisis.
It-
It's like, fuck.
It's
What am I supposed to do with
if
this?
I'm going out to eat
Just
at,
find
at a
some
place like
food.
that, I usually have a
too
pretty
much
good
stuff.
idea of what I want before, so
Yeah.
that doesn't bother me. It's more so like the
Do you-
quality of the food that
Yeah.
like bothers me.
So-
But it's not about like choosing what to eat. It's
The
more so
quality
like,
of the food down there is amazing, though.
You're
That
doing
place
a
is
jack
good.
of all trades type
which place?
mentality.
San Diego Tacos.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's
San
not
Diego
like it's always
Tacos are
been great.
amazing.
So you're saying like it's more of a jack of all trades. A jack of all trades is going to have spare food no matter what, and it gets into your head.
Yeah.
Oh, mine's totally different. Mine's like, oh fuck, I got to study this thing.
Yeah,
figure
no,
this
no,
out.
no, not at all. It's more.
I gotta
it's,
try-
it's always.
I gotta
like,
try
oh,
everything on
Yeah.
this menu.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
only
else?
brought $20. Like,
I have another weird ass anxiety too, by the way, and that's the credits, the prelude to the fucking Star Wars movies. When that shit starts going up the screen, I always get a fear boner.
That you're gonna.
I'm not gonna get to see it all.
You're gonna miss a sentence or something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see it all.
I'll admit, seeing the text go up that way makes me uncomfortable.
I'm like,
but
hey,
I don't know what this fear bone.
Can y'all slow it down?
It's
let me
'cause you're scared.
just slow
You're
it down
so
a little
scared to
Now,
get
bit.
a
now,
boner.
okay, now it makes sense.
That's why I'd be terrible on TV. I'd get too many fear boners because the fucking the teleprompter.
Too many words per minute. You're like, oh.
Ah, okay, and today on the weather, like it fucked me up, man.
just tie it down.
Just wear a green condom, man. It'll be disappeared right off.
What if it went? What if it went the
There you
opposite
go.
way, man?
Where'd my dick go?
Green screen.
What if that's been done in porn? Look at this porn think tank.
Dude, that's so great.
Green
I
screen.
like this.
Yeah.
Screen porn.
What was the okay? So a friend of
friend of me.
mine, and we were gonna meet for drinks and some snacks.
Can we talk
Around
about
here.
this story?
No, we can definitely not talk about the story that you want to talk about, but we can talk about this
The
part.
greatest story ever.
No, no, we're on a gag order on that fucking thing.
Till when?
I don't know, man. I got to be good and comfortable for
To the
that.
DA's office says it's okay to talk about it. We got to go through another one of these things.
No, man.
The DA office says
I'm
we can't
actually
talk
getting
about that yet.
uncomfortable that we're even fucking talking about it right now.
No one knows what we're talking
So,
about.
Just cover your mics.
all right,
Turn
check
off
this
the
out.
mics.
Anyway, the
Don't
I was,
set it
I
up
was
like
trying to
that if
think,
you're not going to tell
I was
it.
trying to think of that place that you and Susie says has great margaritas.
Baja. Oh, no.
There's some place that's right over here that fucks everybody up.
Miguelitos.
No. Los, I call it Jimadores, but it's not. It's
Jimadores,
Los
yeah.
Jimadores.
Yeah,
Los
Jimadores.
The one you like, they put 5 shots in each margarita.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
not the
one.
same place,
I went to meet someone, and
what's it
she
called?
was there with work people,
What's it called again?
Los
and we
Jimadores.
sat down and had like 1.5, and we're done. We're like, fuck.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. That's where I wanted to take this person,
Yeah.
so that would happen.
That place used to be a salon back in the day.
Well, that could be what it is then. It could be the chemicals from
It's
hair
called-
shit.
I
What's
got
that?
my haircut when I
you
was
talking
young. It was
date
called
night,
Bo
Matt?
Salon. Now it's
No,
a
not
restaurant.
really.
Yeah.
You don't want to take me out on a date, Matt?
Sure.
Come on, Matt.
Yeah, let's go.
Everclear Ritas?
Everclear Ritas? Is that what they are? Are they
Yeah, it's
Everclear
just
Ritas?
Everclear and sweet and sour. Boom. You're
Margs
you're
and
fucked.
Magnus.
Shit.
Margs and Magnus.
Margs and Magnus.
Man, when y'all open up the Bruce Magnus bar, you gotta have
That
that.
needs
Yeah,
to be
Marg-
that needs to be y'all's YouTube show. Y'all have
Margs and
like a
Magnus.
4 or 5 minute YouTube show every week. It's Margs and Magnus.
And we just get
I love this.
get drunk on Margs and get real fired up.
Yeah.
You sit around and just a
I'd
camera
watch
on
that
y'all
shit.
drinking.
Elevate.
Just a camera on y'all, no words. Y'all are just drinking margaritas, looking at each other.
But it's got to be the Everclear ones.
Doing what at each other?
just looking at each other.
Oh, I thought you said licking.
No, just looking.
I
at
heard
each
licking each other. I was like, oh.
Other. No.
Well, for
Just
20
looking at each other.
bucks.
Just
That's the
kinda
green
going back and
screen.
forth.
That's the dumb shit I'd watch.
Bam.
The other day, me and him got fucking entranced by this stupid video, which was awesome, of planes taking off for like 30 minutes. Just sitting there and quiet. Wow, man, this is cool.
Just right here on the phone in front of you, and you're like,
Yeah.
No.
It's
I had it
HD.
on the big screen in there,
Yeah, it's
and it was. I found this on Christmas Eve
fucking awesome.
because he left.
And got bored.
He went to Applebee's. No lie,
I really did.
with Susie.
I was depressed that night.
You've been posting about the Applebee's, man. And next time I see something like that, I'm going to join you up there.
You need to, man.
So
Do
like
that.
they're up there, and I was sitting here all
got
bummed
it.
out. So I just started going through YouTube, and this thing popped up like my first thing on the screen. I was actually looking for a show, concert, but then it popped up on the screen. It was like a Airbus 380 taking off from Chicago O'Hare, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And it was like in the cockpit, and they set a GoPro up above the pilots, and you can look out the
The
windows.
whole process.
The whole process of them pulling out and talking, you can hear everything.
Yeah.
That's
It's
pretty
in
cool.
4K.
See all the buttons and shit?
They're pushing buttons. You can see them.
Like
and
if
you can
one
see
of them
doing
farts, you
everything.
can hear it.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
talking to each other. And then
That sounds way more interesting than
Well,
just
dude.
watching a bunch of random videos of like
Well, that's
planes taking off.
that's
no,
the
no.
thing, the
And then
next
they
day-
get out there and they take off. And then
We're talking like in cockpit.
Yeah.
action.
cockpit
Yeah,
stuff.
see,
The
that's
view
the
that they
POV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
POV.
That's
In porn
it's
terms, yeah,
cockpit POV.
And then the next day, he's like, dude, you got to
That's
watch
hardcore,
this, man. I was like, what is it?
It's real hard.
He's like, it's this fucking video, man. You got to see it. It's planes taking off
It's
from
they-
the
We were watching a
Cockpit. I was like,
747
all right.
take off from like
Yeah.
Japan or something like that. And I was like, check
Air
this out. It's
France. And then
Oh,
when
yeah,
he,
that's
then,
what
he,
it was, Air
then he
France.
turned it on. Then when he turned it on, it was just like quiet for like 30 minutes. It was like,
Cool. We're just watching how they do all this, and they're all reaching over and they're all talking to each other in French, and we're like, I don't know what the fuck they're saying. And
Yeah.
then the radio calls to them, and then they're English all of a sudden, and then they go back to French
Yeah.
talking to each other, and then it was like, okay, and the plane's backing out, and they're all like, they're going through a checklist, and they hit all the buttons,
Yeah.
they start pulling forward, they're pulling
Yep.
levers and stuff, and down.
it kind of
They
makes
taxi
you fucking,
over, and they get over on the
Honestly?
on the runway, and they pull out, and they just throttle it
Yeah, here was
back,
my
and you're
take
like,
too,
this
man.
is cool as shit.
This is okay. Forgive me if we have any airplane pilot listeners, which we probably don't.
No. I know we have.
We do have
like
some
3 or 4.
well,
yeah,
turn,
I know for
turn
a
the-
fact that
turn
we
the
either
show
fly
off.
helicopters or
Skip this part that I'm about to say of the show. Man, after watching it though, you're like, there's really minimal work. These guys are getting paid a lot of money, dude, but they really don't do much, man. It's like they press a
You
few
were talking
buttons.
about people that put your life in their hands.
They press a few buttons, man, and then they fucking kind of just kick back and let the fucking thing do itself. Even during
They don't do
takeoff,
that
they're
to
like,
that level,
whatever.
so.
I mean,
So I actually have a buddy who flies airplanes in the military, and he just came back and he started working for an airline. And he's talked about that kind of stuff.
See?
No, no, it's not as simple as you think.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not
no.
He went through a lot of training for that.
I'm
shit.
sure. Well, they said, okay, so this is the thing, too. They said there's a theory going around that the reason why these 737s keep these new upgraded 737s keep crashing is because in America, we have required certain amounts of manual fly time. Like our
Yes.
pilots are trained like a motherfucker
Mhm.
before they can fly passengers like that. Whereas some of these other countries are just like, just learn how to run the automatics and then you'll be good. And then the automatics start fucking everything up and they don't know what to do, so it crashes.
Exactly. I've had that conversation with him, and that's what he was saying was
Yeah.
they were talking about, hey, why are these wrecking? And he goes, well, they don't know. They aren't trained to do anything if something breaks.
So,
Yeah.
to your point, and to the pilots that listen to us, you're correct. The pilots in America have to know their shit, and there's a lot to the job, but to getting the job. But once you got the job, I mean,
It's a great
as
gig.
far as time of work, like I used to have a job that I worked 30 minutes a day. The rest of it, I fucking flirted and smoked weed and took pills for 5 years. And I bet it's kind of the same thing with the pilots, you know? You don't think so?
I don't think they're up there taking pills and smoking weed and drinking.
That just sounds like me at
Be a lot
retail.
cooler if they did.
I don't know, maybe like 50 years
And
ago.
flirting.
It's like Pan Am flights.
And flirting.
Yeah.
And don't forget the flirting.
Yeah.
What's that movie with the plane that rolls over and
Flight?
the
Yeah.
go through court? Flight. Yeah.
Yeah,
that movie's
that's
fucking crazy.
basically I'm saying the same thing as that movie.
pretty much the same thing.
Exact same.
So I got a buddy that works that's high up in Delta.
Sorry, Delta.
He
friend.
worked as a mechanic, but now he
Rip.
knows the mechanic and pilot side of things.
Did you say prick?
No, it said rip.
Oh, I thought you said prick.
Delta pricks.
But he said that like the way
Southwest, you prick.
he's been on flights to where something has happened.
Oh yeah, and they got to jump in and
No, like the pilots are trained to, if this happens, we go over and we push this button, or we do
Troubleshoot.
this, or we do this.
fast troubleshooting.
But they're trained to do that to where they're not thinking about things. But he said he's been on flights to where he has walked up to the cockpit and been like, you need to do this and this and this because I'm a head mechanic on this plane. I know what will help
That's terrifying.
in this situation.
And he's gotten up out of his seat while he's taking like a non-revenue flight and just been like, "Here's the deal, man."
Look, here's the
Woo!
deal. But they know, like, he rides jump seats all the time. So it's not like he's just getting out of a passenger seat. He's like,
So the
in a
pilots, I'm
jump
sure,
seat,
aren't
so I'm
like,
gonna just walk
okay,
up."
bro, whatever. They're
No,
probably
they're
like,
just kinda
okay,
like-
this guy knows what he's talking
like
about.
if there's something going on, like he's been on a flight with an engine failure.
Yeah.
And he's been like, hey, this is what you need to do to stabilize the aircraft and you'll be okay and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy. Those their emergency manuals are pretty fascinating the way they're organized. It's basically like a choose your own adventures. If this is happening,
It's like a
turn to
call
page
tree
12.
log.
Yeah, exactly.
It totally is like a call tree log, yeah.
Man, that's scary.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Well, there's a
Space
lot of
shuttle,
time
like a
to fall
time
out of the
machine
sky,
book?
so I mean they have some time to figure it out.
It's like a time machine book. Like, choose.
If we're at altitude, I mean,
you're at 37,000 feet.
Yeah, you gotta
You've got a good,
Coast
what,
for a while.
45?
as long as you got a good
minute and a half.
glide going, I'm sure
Yeah.
you know.
Ta-
As long as we're not
take it out of gear. Just
That's
let
got to be where
let
it
coast.
starts. Develop good glide.
good glide. Just make sure we're not pitching left and right.
Yeah, get a good glide going. That's
Get a
step.
good glide.
That's step one.
Yeah.
If your good glide feels a little weak in the tail, go to page 39. No, that'd be
My pilot,
fear boner.
I have
If I had to do that, I'd be like, get
fear
it to
boner.
page 39. Get it to page 39.
I have never had our flight home this past yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yeah.
When I flew home, I've never had a pilot talk that much over the PA because we're flying and he's like, all right, you know, we're gonna level out here at 30,000 feet, but the flight crew's not gonna stand up because we're in a turbulence zone. And Tower said we're probably gonna hit a little bit of turbulence, so we're kind of going through there. It's like driving down the road. It's not like we were bouncing
Because
up
you're
and
in a
down
jet
like crazy.
stream.
Yeah,
You're riding that jet
so you're
stream.
just cruising, and he's
Yeah.
like, and then he comes back on, and it's like he's telling us everything he's gonna do. He's like, you know,
Man, I
it's a
noticed
little
that,
rough
too.
here, but so they said we were cleared to go up to 37,000, so we're gonna climb on up, and sure enough, the plane.
See,
And we get there, we
okay.
level off, and it's like we're supposed to be okay here for a little while. It may be, you know, we got to get out of California here because the winds and stuff. Like he's breaking everything down. I'm like, Why?
wonder-
I
And
want
if
to watch
you-
my fucking movie. I'm trying to watch Zombieland
Yeah.
2, and you
Dude,
keep interrupting.
If you
it.
look to the left, there's a goblin on the wing.
Man, I wonder if that's something that they've started because I'm pretty sure that's the way my flight was too. I was like, dude, they are really being descriptive. If it like they've done some studies to where they're saying
they're
that
just talking.
it helps people's
everything.
anxieties if
It could be.
if the pilot just explains in a calm manner every single step. If it makes them feel more trusting of the pilot, because that same thing happened to me both trips. The guy, especially the one back.
Yeah.
The one up, we had the big storm that had just blown in, and so he was like, "Hey, everything looks smooth as soon as we get out of the thunderstorms." He goes, "So on our way up, it's going to be a little rough." And he did the same exact thing for like 5 minutes, and then there was another part of the flight, same thing. He went way over descriptive of what was going on, but on the way back, it's just like you said. He started talking about the turbulence that we were about to hit and how we were going to be in it for about 10, 15 minutes. And it's because we're riding the jet stream. And so your flights, and he said, and the good part is you're going to get in quicker because we're doing this. He was like, we're probably going to make up about 20 minutes because of this turbulence that you're going to feel. I was like, dude.
You look back and you see the stewardess like throwing back a shaky whiskey.
Yeah. So I gotta
just grabbing some guy and banging him.
Have any of y'all flown to California, say within the last year? And sat
last week I did.
Well, you did. Were you sitting on a window facing north as you're flying west?
I was on my flight out. I was on a window the whole time. So yeah.
Which side of the plane were you on?
On the right side.
Okay, so you'd be on the right side.
So I was facing north.
So I was on a window on my flight out too. Did you get the crazy laser beam of light hit your window like it did mine?
Mm-mm.
So at first I thought it was someone driving around with their high beams on, and I could see it from the airplane.
Some fucker in a BMW.
Fucking BMW.
Goddamn Lexus.
But it wasn't. I have never seen this before until this flight. But there is a solar power station that's next generation that they just built on the border of Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, California, Nevada. That it shoots beams of fucking light through the air. Like pilots have been bitching about this forever because it's blinding them.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of cruising along, and all of a sudden it's like, you see this light, and you're like, what the fuck was that? Like a car passing by or something, You're kind of like, I'm in the air. No, I shouldn't see anything.
I shouldn't see some
coming.
asshole in a Lexus.
And I look
High
out
beaming
there, and there's these three dots of light because it's these towers, and all the mirrors shoot this tower, and they superheat the water in there. It starts boiling, makes steam. Well, those towers are reflective, and that's what the light shoots off of them. That's what's blinding these pilots, and you could see it. And the route we took, when we landed that night, when I was at my brother's house, I was looking through things, and I looked at the flight route because I have flight aware, and I'm a nerd like this. And we were a good 300-400 miles from this thing.
Yeah.
And it was shooting beams like that, blinding.
They
I was
got
like,
that
"That's
on the
fucking
plane
crazy."
now, too.
What?
That flight path thing.
Well, I
where you
had
can-
to use that to see about where we were. And then I
And use
got
your
into
app.
Google Map and looked at the apps and started
that's what it
looking and
was.
found it. I was like, oh, that's what that was. Because I thought it was
Oh.
some military installation. Because it's
Nevada
kinda,
Solar One.
that may be. It's got a weird fucking name.
Hey, I'm gonna bitch about something
Gigantic.
too, real quick about flying. American, dude, get your Wi-Fi scenes hooked,
No,
like
it's
set
insane. It's
set up, man.
It's awful.
Southwest is
Yeah.
fucking easy. Southwest, you're on your phone. You're like, bam, I can get everything. You're on the Wi-Fi of the plane. Everything's cool. American Airlines, you got to play riddles to
You-
figure out a way.
Yes.
Oh, I got to pay for it,
You pay, but you pay
but
like
not pay for all of it.
you pay. Yes,
That's
exactly.
the thing is
you
fucking
pay
stupid.
for what percentage you want to use,
Yeah,
and then it's slow as to.
it's
awful.
insane.
It's terrible.
But then if you get on their network to watch their stupid shit that they've already,
Oh, yeah, it's-
then it's bam, 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 bam.
and it's the same Will and Grace
Yeah.
episode over and over. So
Yes,
it's just like,
Parks and Recreation.
how many fucking times can I watch the same episode?
Right.
But
But
actually, the
Ivanpah.
Ivanpah.
The Ivanpah Solar
I
Power
did see
Facility.
a good Nine Inch Nails concert on my flight out though. That was on the network.
There you go.
It was one from Austin City Limits.
That's a weird.
But yeah, they gotta
crosstalk
fix
going
that,
on
dude.
right now.
I'm gonna tell my mama. I'm gonna tell my mama on you, man, because she works there. Mom.
Do you have
That's what
any,
it looks like.
Do you have any more of
Yeah, it's
these
crazy.
Metallica beers?
Yeah, you need another? I think there's one more in there.
I'll fucking pound them.
Another.
Another one. But that's
I was-
it. That's
I-
the
I don't
Ivan
thi- I
Falk
don't
Is
think
facility.
this the
I've
place that
entered
closed
night.
down recently?
No, it's still open.
Because they closed some place down recently that they were.
Got two of them. We're drinking all your beer, Dustin.
Dude, that is insane, man.
But I was reading about it when I got to looking at everything. I was reading about that's a magnet, sir. That's a magnet. It's a magnet.
So
I was reading about it, and it said that like it's been melting birds out of the sky and
Oh
shit.
my
like
gosh.
birds will be flying by, and the light is so hot that it just zaps them.
Like a bug zapper, huh?
I guess.
Like the Randy Johnson pitch.
You mean a bird zapper?
Yes, like
Yeah.
a Randy Johnson pitch.
We need more of those bird zappers.
So you can't take Tums or
Burn your
Rolaids to a
jacket, burn
beach,
your
but they
jacket.
can zap them out of the sky with a bunch of sky mirrors.
I don't know where you're going with that.
Yeah, I
but
don't either.
Okay.
Well, they're not real anyway. They're just
Yeah.
government
The
drones.
birds aren't real. They're not real. They're drones.
Yeah,
know
we
this.
found that
We
out.
know this for a
Birds are
fact.
drones.
So are the dinosaurs, yeah.
Yeah. Here's what one of them looked like.
So, one more thing about our trip that I wanted to
It's
get into,
fucking
Dustin.
crazy.
Okay, you guys have been to LA recently or not? Okay,
I went when I was 17.
so
So no.
Dustin, tell me the name of this fucking scary ass Catholic fucking devil cult.
That's in Anaheim.
That is one of the scariest looking things I have ever seen.
It's
It
the
reminds me of the
Crystal-
Devil May Cry
the Crystal
video
Church
game.
or something like that.
It is weird. They need to calm California. You need to calm down with the religion, bro. Seriously,
Yeah,
it's scary, man. You see this thing, you're like,
It's worse than Scientology, is that what you're saying?
man, it looks like Scientology,
Really? That's
but it's not. It's this huge ass fucking organ.
Is it blue?
It's like
Crystal Cathedral.
Yeah, that was
shit is scary,
Yeah.
dude.
Look up the Anaheim
big-ass
Crystal
bells.
Cathedral. The inside of it's fucking insane, but there's like this tower that looks
Holy
like the
shit.
crystals
That
that, are
doesn't
in
do it justice either. When you drive by it,
they're in Superman's palace.
Said you go in it?
It's
Fuck
enormous.
no,
No. I
Yeah,
like
why
that.
not?
It looks like the Fortress of Solitude. Like
Yes.
it reminds me of like some Sodom and Gomorrah shit in the Bible.
gigantic.
Like, look away from that, Stubbs. That is the worldly,
Well, no one
the
was
worldly church.
banging people in the ass.
You know what I mean?
What?
No, it just
What?
looks scary as fuck.
Like that thing right there. That it's
Holy shit.
In real life, it's so scary.
we
When you
drove
drive
right
by that,
it.
and like, oh my gosh,
what's the glimmer on top? Is that like its own
It's
crystal?
sunlight.
See that
That's the
picture?
glistening.
It's the
glistening. I don't, man. Honestly,
I don't scared to go inside. You might enter a carousel or something. You know.
it's very.
And then Willy
You know what?
Wonka
It
comes
also
out.
I
reminds.
was
It
gonna say, this
reminds
has
me.
elevators that go sideways.
It also reminds me of The Watchmen. I'm like, dude.
that's
Oh, yeah,
And I just
yeah,
watched
it does
that.
looks like
Yes.
the tower.
I just
yeah.
ate
Yeah.
a
Millennium
a
Clock.
bunch of edibles, and then I see that, and
In
I
real
didn't
life?
like. I didn't like it.
and you're like, oh god.
problem.
I didn't
Is
like
whoever
it.
built that place built it after eating a bunch of edibles and
And-
going to a think tank.
Hey, I don't like that think tank, man. That think tank is not going to end well. What happens at that place is not going to end well. It's not going to be just some little cute fire that gets like some damage to some historic Catholic shit. That's got bad news written over there. Like
Wait till
some
a tornado hits that
some
area
kinda
and those
creep-
shards of crystals go flinging everywhere and just start impaling people.
I think it's going to be like a
Shish
giant,
kebabbing them like 6 people in a row.
sacrifices.
I think they're gonna like summon some kind of
Would we
big
miss
fucking
them?
like giant
No.
cushion man from the ocean or some shit. From
So
with
it used to be some regular televangelist place, but he went bankrupt, so the Catholic Church took it over.
Is that
So
not it?
it's Their
This is kind of what I thought was happening. I
Yeah,
just,
it's just kinda-
when you started talking about certain things, I was like, it sounds a little like Catholicism.
so they this is their
Yeah,
Vatican in the U.S.
yeah, man. I thought it was that church with the bro preacher that's got the tattoos and the fucking wears his pants low so you can see his V taper.
I don't know what you're watching.
Justin Bieber's look up Justin Bieber's preacher, man.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about.
Anyway, I
Justin
thought it
Bieber.
was his church.
Wow.
Google.
Jesus had the V, right? Also, he's trying to be like Jesus.
I'll do this.
Oops.
Oops.
Justin.
Yeah, Anaheim Crystal Cathedral is scary as fuck.
Have you seen that meme that has like Jesus having sex with some like an angel or another man? It's like, would you? It says something like,
I'm backing
"Are
away.
you ashamed? Are you ashamed of Jesus? If not, you'll post this to your wall."
Oh, because the way that I get it, yeah. All that stuff that comes up.
Look
It's
at the
awesome,
organ
dude.
inside that
I don't
joint.
want to. I don't want to look at that thing. I'm
Look
afraid
at
I'm
the
gonna
organ,
have nightmares
though.
about this.
Where are the organs going to?
I'm gonna have nightmares about this place and eggs.
Eggs.
We'll talk about that. You took 3 to the chest on our
Yeah,
last night.
we got to package that.
Eggs.
Yeah, there was I got assaulted in California.
You're looking at the
That's
Tupac
amazing.
After
of
hearing what you're
Newport.
saying, did you say it to the wrong person?
No, man, there was
He's
no
like-
jokes or anything. Like
He's
we were
walking
just
down
walking
street,
to
he's
the
like,
donut
You seen
store.
this meme about Jesus? And they're like, pum, pum,
It
pum.
was like, we were just walking to the donut store. I mean, getting some we just casually walking along talking about 80s metal bands and Sebastian Bach going for a note 7 times. And then I don't know, man. We'll have to talk. I'm going to talk about it later.
Yeah, they didn't yell. Was it accuser of the? What is it?
I haven't-
Accuser of the brethren, motherfucker!
That'd have been
Have
wild.
you seen this video?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh my
We'll
gosh,
show you
dude.
later.
Is it on YouTube's?
Absolutely.
The Reddit?
We first saw it on the Reddit.
I might have seen it because I waste a lot of time looking at the Reddit.
No,
know-
it's some lady accosting a guy while he's trying to check out at Walmart.
It's
Just say-
amazing.
Yeah,
and
it's
she,
really funny.
you know what I mean?
Yes,
dude,
it's fucking crazy.
It's like she just left Applebee's and went to Walmart.
Oh,
and
no,
she's sitting there
she's-
the whole time.
I
telling
think
him
she
how,
was sitting next to you. At
You need Jesus in your life, motherfucker.
Yeah, you
Like,
you got to repent for your sins, you motherfucker.
Like, that's-
You got to repent.
the whole time.
This is my new approach to that shit. When that starts, I just do. And the last time this happened to me was on the train, the Trinity going to Dallas, and I just do this. Hey man, I just want to give you this and tell you, and I just go.
until they walk away. Please record this next time.
I just look at them with this fuck. Okay, go ahead. And then they usually walk away.
I just pull out my lighter and try to set them on fire.
Yeah.
Are you flammable?
Oh, really, Dustin?
Well, that's violence. Yeah, that's illegal. So my way of dealing with things might be yours is more persuasive, I'm sure, but mine's just as persuasive.
Are
but I
you
kill
flammable?
Speaking of the accuser.
Can I? Now that'd be funny if you just said that. You didn't
Just
break
turn
anything.
to
I'm
him,
like,
it's like,
I like what you're saying and everything, but let me ask you this: are you flammable?
are you flammable?
All right. Yeah. What? Who? Is he
I
flammable?
don't know. Are you flammable? All right, y'all want to get out of here?
Yeah,
We've been doing
man.
this long.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
appreciate
it's
you
been
guys
fun.
coming
This is
by
fucking-
finally.
This is
We'll have
fucking
you again.
terrible, guys.
We like guys that come in here and girls that come in here and have fun, and you guys had a lot of fun with us. So
We're gonna see
Appreciate
you
it.
on
Lots of fun.
Friday night
I'm gonna try.
at
gonna try to
Mass.
make it.
With,
I don't think I have the kiddos.
Me too. I'm gonna try to make it.
If I don't have the kiddos,
I'd try
I
to
will
make
be
it to
there.
your own show.
You have
I
kids?
would.
Probably should do that.
Yeah.
He has 5,
Jesus.
8.
He
How
has
many?
8 kids.
Wait, that's what we know of. 8.
And when he comes home, it's like, Daddy's home. They'll look at him and go,
Okay, I guess.
okay, I guess. What do you want, Daddy? Want a pony?
Well,
Yeah, it's been fun.
So yeah, Friday night.
Fun
What
and
time
fun
is it?
and
What
fun.
time is the downbeat? What time's the first band start?
ooh,
Red Admirals
it'll be 8 p.m.
at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Red
at
Admirals.
Mass,
At Mass.
Fort
it's at
Worth's
Mass?
favorite venue.
It is at Mass. Oh, I'm sorry to ruin your night.
You know,
Mass.
Mass would
play-
be a
I
lot
love
cooler
Mass.
if it had more crystals in it. Hanging on.
Crystals and
crystals
and-
in Mass.
We expect you to bring crystals and pizza.
and
There you
stones
go.
and
Lots
gems.
of pizza, lots of crystals.
If you
Susie
show
will.
up in
A
a,
lot of
Domino
crystal.
shirt, you get in free.
You
Yes.
gotta have the pizza.
Disclaimer.
we'll put you on the guest list because we all know
Yeah.
Mass
Yeah.
does
Just
it.
put some Domino's, dude. They're like, who is this? I don't know. You'll
Guy
see.
in Domino's outfit.
I mean, come on. Acquiring a Domino shirt is
Uniform.
probably
Try this.
more than what cover will be, right? So
Yeah.
it is kind of that is kind of a weird payoff. So
Yeah. Well.
2 for the
Yeah.
price of 1.
so want to find you guys? Where do we go?
Facebook, Spotify.
Facebook.com/Bruce Magnus Band.
There's also the Instagrams and all the other stuff.
Which is also Bruce Magnus
Everything is
Band.
Bruce Magnus
and the
Band.
Twitters.
And there's also
Yeah, we don't touch the Twitters all too much.
There is a
Oh,
BruceMagnus.com.
There's a place to do that.
with the links
BruceMagnus.com.
to except YouTube.
Man,
There's a Bruce Magnus SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Not SoundCloud.
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
Mhm.
There's Bandcamp. We're on the
y'all don't go to Twitter to
Spotifys.
fight? It's so fun. You got to join the
Well,
fight.
I mean, we did start having fights with ourselves, but that was like an old promotion.
What about dating apps? Where do we find you guys on dating apps?
Bruce Magnus dating apps.
Grinder.
Hey Matt, you
Bruce
used
Magnus,
a
solid power
dating app
bottom.
last week for the first time. How'd that go?
Wasn't for the first time.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
how'd it
that's
go?
like when the
How'd
first
it
time-
go, Matt? How'd it go?
It went great.
We'll talk about that on the next show.
God
No,
dang it! I want
There's
to
a
know
gag order on that
now.
one.
The DA won't let us talk about
Yeah,
it.
we can't talk about that.
Are you alluding to something more than just being silent?
All right, let's get out of here.
All
Have
right,
fun,
man.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Later. I like to fart and fall down.
Dude, the fart that I did at in California for
Hey,
the
YouTube
podcast,
and YouTube.
I had everybody in that room thinking that it was real.
You let loose some farts?
Oh no, you did with your mouth. I was like, was that real?
Yeah, I think it was because everybody was really under the influence.
Hey, Dustin,
was like-
do you have a recycling bin or a trash recycling?
There's a trash can right down there.
Are we environmentally responsible?
We did just come back from California.
Well, we also just found out that it doesn't matter to recycle because the places we're sending stuff to get recycled are just sending it to China and it's being thrown around. All right, we're gonna close this here.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Oh yeah, I do have y'all again, man.